You guys ready?
Do it.
Alright. Last session, you guys were making your way through the junkyard to procure some silver bars for Van Dellen from Section 3, which, from what you gather, is some sort of market district. You guys were a little bit unfortunate, though, and you managed to walk into a gelatinous cube, and it engulfed many of you, and when that happened, there was a very strange sensation that you experienced because the gelatinous cube basically destroyed you all. But when that happened, you soon found yourselves waking up back in Van Dellen's hovel as if it was some sort of strange dream. When you arose from your pallets, you felt this sort of strange pull on you, like a tug from your shoulders, but it was only experienced for a quick second, and then that sensation soon faded away. Anyway, you guys headed on to confront Big Jella, defeated it, and made your way through the junkyard to Section 3, not before stealing from Githyanki, who you guys unfortunately were captured by when the Burberling that you'd met managed to knock you guys out. So, getting beaten a lot, basically.
Yep.
However, you guys were brung to Section 3 and sold off at the auction house. Luckily, by Van Dellen, who was the highest bidder. And now you're out the front of the auction house in Section 3, and that's where we're going to start today's session. That was just a mini summary of the many things that happened last session.
We died, we got to live, we died, we got to live. Still slaves.
As you guys head out of this auction house, it's a large building. It's 2 stories tall, and the walls themselves, you see like 3 different types of architecture on this building. Some of it's made from stone, some of it's made from wood, and some of it from rendered limestone. And there, even the roof doesn't seem to match the building itself. It's very strange. It's as if the Githyanki took bits of other buildings and basically put them together. Anyway, you guys exit out the front of the auction house now, and Van Dellen also sort of yells out, "Wait! I've got you guys a little friend! Damn nice!" And he goes back in and he just like drags out Quigion. So I'll describe who Van Dellen is to you as well, Quigion, but first of all, let's do get character introductions out of the way, and then I'll explain the environment that you're in and whatnot after I hear your backstory. So character introductions, just like maybe a couple of words about yourself and a physical description. We'll start off with Olakan.
Every time.
That picture.
I hate that picture. As you can see, I'm beautiful, but I don't like the way I look, so I'm glaring at Seb in that picture. And I'm Elf, the younger brother of the half-elf in the group, who is Rin. And I'm rogue right now. And I'm got dark hair. That's about all I can tell you.
Looks exactly like that token.
Exactly like it. Really happy about it too.
He's our elven rogue. And then we have his brother, who's looking a little bit worse from wear, probably walking with a bit of a limp, looking a bit sore. That's Ren.
Yeah, so Ren is about he's about 6 foot tall. Looks like he's you think he may be in his mid-20s, maybe late 20s. Pale skin, black hair. Looks a lot like Olakan, but like a more rough. And yeah, he doesn't have any armor on. He has a short sword at one hip and a wicked-looking dagger on the other. That's pretty much it.
And Colin?
Yes, Colin is a short, stocky, not dwarf. Although that token is a dwarf, he's a human. He is a Tempest cleric. He's rather gruff. He's tries to be a tank, but he's not very successful at it. Not yet. So, tanking clerics, maybe not my best idea.
Alrighty, and we'll sort of work you in now, Quigion, once you sort of say your backstory and whatnot. So, would you like to describe yourself, Quigion? Is it Quigion or Qui-Gon Jinn?
It's a play on Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon Jinn. It's Qui-Gon Jinn. He's a pretty tall half elf, 6'1". Oh no, sorry, high elf, 6'1". He has the researcher. He has a sage background. He is a discredited academic who researched the planes. He wanted to prove that his research was correct, and so he convinced another wizard to send him to the astral plane, where he found himself just surrounded by Githyanki and sold as a slave. He's blade singing.
Alrighty, so do you think your character would have been like astral projected or plane shifted?
Plane shifted.
Okay. And it looks like he proved you right, because he plane shifted you into the astral plane. However, this sage, never being there himself, didn't have a particular destination in mind, and basically plane shifted you out into the abyss of the astral plane. You found yourself floating in the air, surrounded by this pink and purple swirling mist all around you in every direction, without any sign of land or anything else in the distance of your view. So this is sort of like what the astral sea looks like. It's just an infinite sea of endless colors, and there are small settlements dotted very far and few between. You floated for a while, and you found that you didn't move by conventional means. You actually moved by thinking, and you probably fought off some strange creatures in your travels, maybe some weird creatures from the far realm. And eventually you came across this strange sort of snowy formation, literally just like a strange chunk of ice floating out in the middle of nowhere, and you saw a shipwreck, as if a sailing ship had crashed into this snowy plateau and landed there. So you made your way through these literally snow-dusted plains, and you started investigating the shipwreck. You found quite a few corpses inside the shipwreck of these yellow-skinned Githyanki warriors. It looks like they had a skirmish here with some mind flayers, because you also found a couple of slain mind flayers. Just as you thought you could possibly procure some provisions and increase your survivability, you realize you weren't alone inside the hollowed out husk of this shipwreck. You heard some movement, a creak, and coming out from the shadows was a horrible tentacle-faced creature, an illithid mind flayer. This creature, it spoke to you telepathically in your mind, and it simply communicated to you that it only had one intent. I am hungry. Let's see what deliciousness you hold in your brain juices. And it moved in to hit you with a psychic blast, before suddenly a sword was plunged straight through its back, ripping up into its intestinal tract and ripping open its chest, and then the blade was pulled out, and there was another Githyanki standing behind the Mind Flayer that slain the Mind Flayer with a single sword swing and impaled him through the chest, breaking through his breastplate. The Githyanki, he stood about 6 feet tall, yellow skin, pointed ears. He has black hair, much as a human or humanoid would. He was dressed in plate mail, and he wielded a great silver sword. And that's when you saw them. Another 30 Githyanki behind him, and sailing ships floating in the air, red dragons flying around. There was an entire Githyanki war band that had come to investigate and slay Mind Flayers, some of them for initiation into knighthood. And that's when you were captured by Quigion? Kigion. Is it Kigion?
Call him Jin.
We call him Quidgy.
Quidgy.
Alright, Jin. So, you were basically taken aboard this ship and rendered unconscious. They didn't take any of your weapons or armor off you. And when you come to, you found yourself sort of looking through the porthole of a wooden sailing vessel, much like you'd see on the seas, to what looks like a giant insect-like creature just floating in the astral sea, surrounded by floating barracks, like these sort of tall towers and red dragons. And you approached Tunarath and you saw a vast metropolis built upon the body of this dead god. There is a floating castle attached by chains towards the head of the creature, and upon landing, you landed in the western arm of Tunarath, and you were basically deposited here at section 3, where you were then taken to an auction house and sold off and purchased by Vendellen, and that's where we're starting today's session. That's where you'll be introduced in. So you know probably only a little bit about Tunarath and perhaps what you've read in books. And oh, Mathvan's here as well. How you doing?
Hi, how are you guys?
Good, good.
Yeah, sorry I was late.
No problem. We've got a new player joining us today. That's Jin. He's a blade singing wizard.
Oh, nice. Welcome.
Thank you, mate.
We just did character introductions, but you can go ahead and just give us a few words about your character as well for Quigion.
Yeah, my character is from a different realm, Madben. He's a Bedalkin from the realm of Framnica. He's a cleric, knowledge cleric. Since he was young, he has been pushed by some kind of force, destiny, whatever you want to call it, to study and learn as much as possible. And he turned out to got involved with an organization, a secret society, that taught him about the existence of different planes of existence, the Githyanki as a race, the generic history of the outer plane, and the battle between the Githyanki and the Mind Flayers. And basically, one day he had a feeling that he had to go on a long trip. He didn't really know why, and he started walking. Eventually, arrived at the village, and as soon as he arrived, which seems extremely too much coincidence, a portal opened and the Githyanki invaded the village, and he got taken prisoner. So he doesn't really know why all these things are happening to him, and he's just here right now.
Alrighty, much like everyone else, Jin, they're not from this realm, and you may have your own personal goal. I think for the most part, these people just want to go home. They were taken from their homeland, their families and friends captured or slaughtered. They're in a foreign place, they don't know anyone, and you only have each other at the moment. Vendellen grabs you quite aggressively, Jin, grabs you by the arm and just drags you out of the auction house, throws you in with the rest of the party, basically. Now! And you get a good look at this man. He's a Githyanki. He has black braided hair that's quite long and plaited. Behind his back there are baubles and trinkets in sort of in his braids. He wears half plate mail. It's studded with many gemstones. He has a long sword in his hand. It definitely doesn't look like one of these silver swords that you saw the other Githyanki use to slay the mind flayers. And he has a bit of a flamboyant posture about himself. Has a sour look on his face as well. Many piercings in his ears. He does not resemble so much the Githyanki warriors that you encountered, apart from basically his race. And then he sort of holds his hands out as he throws you towards everyone else. Okay, be friends.
What do you want us to do?
Shut up! I didn't ask you to. Ask me to ask a question.
He's like this a lot. So you'll get used to it.
You guys been slaves long then?
Not really. A few days.
He
has
has
it only
already
been a few
day
days?
for life, like 3 times.
What does he normally have you guys do on a daily basis?
He likes to, and darn near get us killed.
Well, does get us killed, but
Yeah.
Are you friends yet?
Yeah, we are.
Don't you like kiss or something?
No,
Oh.
that's a different. No.
that's a different kind of friend, sir.
Never understand your kind.
Me neither. I don't understand their kind either.
Well, if you're not going to kiss, then just get along. That's all I'm saying. And you, elf ears. He points at you, Jin. You listen here. You're mine. You belong to me now. You'll do as I say. If anyone tries to claim you, you'll tell them that you belong to Vendelen. I've paid a lot of good credits for you all. Mark my word. It will not happen again. You each owe me gravely. 5,000 credits that cost. You're lucky they threw this one in for free. Or I would have had second thoughts. Left you to some other Githyanki who is far less forgiving than me. So we're gonna do this one more time. Get me those silver bars. 500 credits worth. I have to go and do something now. I expect you to be back within a couple of days. If not sooner. Do not disappoint me. Do not try and escape. You're in the Merchant District at the moment. Section 3. There are many sections. They're ever expanding. 10 or something to my knowledge. It's the only place that's open to non-Githyanki. Don't try and cross into any other section. Unless you want to end back up in the auction house or worse. Some Githyanki will slaughter you on sight. And remember what I said, do not trade with any other Githyanki. They'll no sooner take your coin and leave you broke. Or worse, they'll take whatever meager equipment that you have on you. I think there's some sort of gift creatures that have taken over here. I'm not sure what the deal is, and quite frankly, I don't give 2 shits. But you best not cross anyone. Now, go and do whatever you do. I don't care. Just bring back them silver bars. However you do it. I got something I need to take care of. And he just starts walking off, throwing up his hands. And then you see him head towards a large gate set into the west wall. And then you get a good look at your surroundings. There are tenements everywhere. The entire ground is cobbled stone, and you just see myriad statues, buildings, tents, shanties, and it's not immaculately maintained, but it's far from dirty and disheveled. You see warehouses and large residences. You see merchants trying to sell their wares, statues from all different cultures, realms. Not a single statue or piece of architecture is alike. It's a random jumble. And Vendellen leaves you guys to your own devices.
So where do we get these silver bars at?
I don't know. I suppose we can just ask around.
Do we have to
Be
buy
my
them?
first guess.
I don't have any
More
money.
credits. That's what I want to know.
I still have the credits. 500 of them.
Yeah, but where do we get more? It'd be nice.
Looks like a fighting pit down there. Maybe we can check that place out.
Oh, sure.
And as you move down, you sort of see this like dirt path just wave through the cobblestones, and it sort of just like randomly ends. It doesn't even extend all the way to the auction house. You see guard towers about. They're 20 feet tall, and they have enclosed roofs. And there are these hippopotamus-like creatures. Hippopotamus-headed humanoids. 4 of them in each guard tower. They carry these strange long wands in their hands, and they sort of have them pointed all around as if they're on patrol. They have some sort of regal looking attire on, a very sort of militaristic seeming race.
Oh man. That's awesome.
Nice
Blunderbuss.
Yep.
Right, you move down the street here, and immediately you see a market stall with Githyanki and of all kinds trying to sell you guys goods. You see the dirt path sort of split off into a 4-way intersection, and you're soon finding the entire section is enclosed by a 50-foot high stone wall. There is like a square here where the ground is in a bit more disrepair, sort of pockmarked, and this sort of strange swirling water just sort of forming near this fountain, like a statue of a maiden which is gigantic. It's like 30 feet tall, and it just doesn't really like blend in with anything else. And you see some sand scattered along the ground and a fighting pit. You see people gather around while people go toe-to-toe in savage melee. And there is a weapon stand here, and a Githyanki sort of almost interposes himself in front of you guys. Hey, you! Speaks in common. You want to buy weapons here? I give you a fine deal.
It's this guy, right?
Yeah.
I would buy a weapon, good sir, but we have credits, but only for one certain thing, and maybe you can help us out with that.
Credits? Show me, yes, me can help you. What you want? Long sword, short sword?
Well, I was hoping you might be able to show us the way to someone that sells silver bars.
Yes, me can. First, you trade with me. Come, show me your credits.
Who's saying that?
This guy.
This here.
This guy up here.
And meanwhile, there's
that's
another Githyanki, like, he looks like an older Githyanki. Ropes, hempen ropes, fine hempen ropes, 2 for 1 prices, coming by. Best prices.
Ren, I think it's time we leave.
Oh, all right, sir. Well, I don't have the credits to buy any weapons, but good luck.
What do you have to
today, I
trade?
suppose.
Is that a sword? Let me take a look at it. Perhaps I can upgrade it for you for free.
Ren?
Let me insight check that.
Sure.
He's trying to steal your shit.
Mr. Gidyanki, my friend
gonna
here,
do it
he's
anyway.
suffering from a disease of the mind, if you know what I mean. And he surely does not really wants to trade with you, since you are a Gidyanki.
Very well, then. I will buy him. I'll give you 3 credits for it.
I don't owe him, so it's not for me to sell.
If he is of a disease of the mind, you're best slaying him now. He'll only slow you down around these parts. This is a dangerous place.
That's a decision for our master, and we shall decide that with him.
I'll free you from your master. Come. Just a bit
I'm
closer.
just gonna walk away.
Yeah.
You regret this!
No, I won't.
Now you see just like a random smoldering fire pit here with a little plume of smoke coming out of it. There's just like an empty marquee here, just literally a leather sort of tent with no stool or anything underneath it. There's just like a random plant growing over here, an empty guard tower, and you see more Githyanki selling all manner of things. Strange objects, food items, weapons, swords, armor, and they're just yelling at you guys. You move up to what looks like obviously a fighting pit, and again the road just like randomly ends. You hear a lady like over here yelling out, "Goats! Goats! Buy your goats here!" And she looks human. Sort of sits down as she straddles a goat. And there's another statue here that looks like it's incomplete. You're not sure what it's supposed to be of. Perhaps a dwarf or something, but like the head is just like non-existent, and you can see they're sort of piecing together a part of a shield and an axe. And as you approach this fighting pit, you see all mixed races surrounding it. There is blue-skinned creatures with wavy, watery hair, red-skinned creatures with fiery, blazing-looking hair. There are masked humanoids. There are just some old human male. There's another Githyanki female, and this like hooded figure, all sorts. In the middle of the fighting pit, you see what you think is your total friend at first glance, but you're just living a dream because it's not him. This turtle here, he is quite bulky, and he just has a menacing look on his face. And there is a tribal looking sort of humanoid female in the early 20s. She it looks like a bare knuckle fight. She's just sort of pacing around, and it looks like this fight just began. And this fire ganassi sort of comes up to you, Jin. Howdy there. Would you like to place a bet? Odds are 3-1 on Baka Baka. She's our chosen favorite.
I have no money.
What about your friends then? Anyone wish to bet? Baka Baka's our favorite. Odds are 3-1. Make some money.
What are the odds on the turtle?
Oh, you'll lose money if you bet on him. Hardly worth it.
Well, well, what are the odds though?
The opposite of 3-1. You get
0.5 to 1.
Ren is not smart.
There's a 75% chance she'll win and a 25% chance he'll win.
This is a fair fight, bare knuckle. No weapons, no magic. Just what you see, raw power. This little turtle, we'll make soup out of him.
Are
That's
those
for Baka
always?
Baka.
Are those always the rules, or do they change?
Well, that's always the rules. Baka Baka is our champion here. Never lost a bout. Between you and me, I'm doing you a favor by telling you this.
I'd bet on the turtle if I had money.
And you see the water ganassi, this blue-skinned creature, come up. I'll put some money on Baka Baka. Certainly. And he hands her 10 tokens, credit tokens. Wow, you've just tripled your money. Anyone else now? The fight's about to begin, last bets. And the fight breaks out. You see them sort of just pace around this little makeshift arena. And people are calling out, Baka Baka! Baka Baka! And then sort of the fire ganassis hold out a hand. I'm Solder, by the way. You want to see that turtle get shredded? His name's Ripper. He's about to get ripped. If you still want, I can still take your bets now.
I'm sure the turtle will win, but I have no money.
I don't even know how much money we got.
Alrighty, Baka Baka. She goes to take a swing at Ripper, and Ripper quickly retracts into his shell, and Baka Baka just with a leaping swing with a hook punch just slams into the side of the turtle shell. Ripper quickly pops out and bites onto her arm. She's bleeding quite badly. She holds it. No fair! You'll say bare knuckle only! Wow, we said no weapons! And then Ripper just roars. And just takes a massive swing and just hits her in the face, and it just slices her whole cheek open, slices down and just rips her neck apart. Blood just starts spraying from her neck, and she's instantly killed.
Oh man.
Told you.
Good job not petting on her.
People start booing. Boo! And this angry masked humanoid comes up to Solder. You told me that Baka Baka was the favorite. You told me that she was going to win. I didn't have any more credits now. I've given you everything I've got. You heathen! And he pulls out a great axe, and she just sort of whispers to him, don't do anything rash now. And then he goes to swing at Solder. Then suddenly there's an explosion from one of these guard towers, and this masked humanoid just stops. He looks down, and you see his cloaks, animal furs that he's wearing just soaked with blood. Drops his great axe. And then just falls face down on the ground dead. And you look over to the guard tower to see one of these gifts pointing that wand with smoke coming out the end of it straight in his direction.
He was my uncle. I'll be taking that.
Oh,
Yeah,
certainly.
great.
Be my guest. Take whatever you want.
Take his, just rifle through his stuff and just take anything of value.
All right, you start rifling through his stuff, and then you guys, the rest of you see this gif, this hippopotamus-headed creature marching up, and he just places his hand on your shoulder, Jin, and just grabs you and just tries to rip you back. Make an athletics or an acrobatics check. All right, he tries to grab you and just rip you off the body, and you sort of slip out, and then he just points his musket at you. And he speaks in common. This is property of the Tutello gang.
Fair enough.
Place all objects on the ground.
I didn't take anything yet. I was just going. He was my uncle. I thought it was mine. Sorry, my bad. I was mistaken.
Listen here, you. We're in charge here. By order of Queen Varkeith, Gith are the law here in Section 3. You make any more trouble, and we'll exercise the full force of Gith law on you. And this stout, hippopotamus-headed humanoid grabs this guy's legs and then just like starts dragging him off. And you see him just dragging him along the ground, a little blood trail, sort of trailing the man, and then the Gith just like throws him down a well over here.
Dude, take the stuff. What a dick. Alright.
He gathers the equipment as well before he does that. And then you see him head back to the guard tower, and there's like a big trail of mess and blood like leading all the way over there. And then suddenly a curious little creature flies over. You hear like the strange sort of metallic flapping of wings, and you see an all-black creature about the size of a basketball with one central eye and these metallic wings. It has like this bucket and washcloth, and it starts just trailing along, cleaning up all of the mess, and cleans up all of that blood. Well, looks like we lost our champion. And you see like a couple of people just get really pissed off and just walk off. But a few more people stay, and a few more new people come to gather around. Do we have a new volunteer to be champion? Looks like Ripper is undefeated. What about one of you lot? You look tough. You want to try your luck against Ripper? A fair fight now, bare knuckles only.
Give me a few days and I might.
Huh, few days? We go through new champions like it's nothing. I don't know who will be the new champion in a few days. Suit yourself then. And then this this figure here looks like a tiefling martial artist, goes into this martial arts pose. I will fight the turtle. And he's like, does this like swinging kick, a series of quick punches, like does a jumping triple kick. And you see them get ready for the next bout. Meanwhile, the Gith sort of doubles back, grabs Bucka, and just like drags her, and drops her down the well as well.
I asked this dwarf-looking guy, where can I buy silver bar?
Alright, just across the road, you see a dwarf. He looks like an archer. Got a bow slung over his back. There's a weapon stand here. Variety of different swords, bows, axes, daggers, small blades and big blades. And sort of crosses his arms. Ah! You don't introduce yourself before you go asking questions, boy?
My apologies. I am Kijian Jin. Just arrived here, and I wasn't unsure of the etiquette here on the astral plane.
Ha! Etiquette! I hardly know the meaning of it. In fact, I don't know the meaning of it.
You just demanded it of me, or in a passive-aggressive way, but I apologize for it.
Name is Clegon, and this be my weapon store. You fancy a big blade? Stab it through someone's heart? Or a small blade and drive it into their kidneys?
I prefer the magical type of blades, but what I really need right now is silver bars for the person who bought me.
Ah, silver bars, a commodity around here, that is. Perhaps old Klegon knows where you can get a few.
What's that gonna cost us?
Well, you can pay with tokens, or you can pay by doing me a duty. Strokes his beard as he scrutinizes you. There's more than one. Just you then? You're traveling with company?
I do believe there's about 5 of us.
Good. Have you heard of...
you talk about?
Ah, brother!
What? Not so fast, dwarf. Talking about.
I'm just offering you if you want to do a bit of work. Your friend here says he's interested in silver bars.
Yeah. We need some silver bars.
Well,
Work to get them.
it looks like you need something from me. And perhaps I need something from ye. I know
What do you
where
got?
there's some silver bars kept. But let me ask ye, have ye heard the name Osmond Dinkeltuber?
Terrible name.
Indeed it is.
Yeah,
That's
do you,
a landlubber name if I've ever heard one.
do you need him to disappear, or what do you want me to do with this guy?
Disappear? You needn't worry about that, boy. You see, I'm a member of the Two Tello Gang.
Oh boy.
And you don't want to cross us. It would be very favorable for you if you can help us. You see,
Dingleberry.
that stinky little gnome, real do-gooder type, taking in them stray Kruthix, trying to habitate them, repairing them stupid little metal creatures when they break, thinking that we're equal? Disgusting. Sits there in his big mansion. He sort of gestures over to this large building that just certainly doesn't look like it belongs here. It looks like someone's just taken a 2-story house from like the material plane and just plopped it down here. You even see a ship parked next to it. It looks like a sailing ship. Been trying to drive him out of Section 3 for a while. The ITP, well, they want him gone. Now listen, he's got all sorts of tinkery little things. See them things guarding his doorway there? And he gestures over to these constructs. They are quite sturdy looking, reinforced with iron, wood, silver. They've got one little bulb looking head with this red glow coming out of them. All sorts of clockwork parts, and the most notable feature is like humanoid in shape. It's these 2 massive stone shields that they have in each hand, and they stand flanking a doorway. They look like guards. Now, if that Oswald gets out of hand, soon enough this place will go to the shitter, be overrun with Kruthik, and these constructs, they'll take over. Before you know it, they'll kill every one of us, and constructs will rule to the wrath. If you can dismantle them defenders, rubs his hands together, well, the Two Tello Gang will take care of the rest.
So you want us to kill 2 constructs? These 2.
Wouldn't the guards intervene if we're started trouble?
You must be new around here, boy. I'm a member of the Two Tello Gang, backed by the ITP. If I tell them gifts to look the other way, they'll do so.
Is he telling the truth, or do I need to insight?
Make an insight check.
Oh my god.
You just take him at face value.
I believe him.
Well, I actually am interested in a little bit of business with you. I would like to trade one of my weapons for one of yours. Very simple trade.
What you got?
I want to trade my mace, one-handed mace, for a dagger.
A mace for a dagger?
Yes.
Sounds reasonable enough. You got yourself a deal.
Okay, so I will do that.
He grabs you a dagger and swaps with you.
Okay, so I'll give him the mace.
So, how about I sweeten this deal? Newcomers, if you can disable them stone guards, I'll make sure that 250 credits make their way into your astral tattoo. Or didn't they even have one yet?
I look around my body. I don't think I have it.
Huh. You'll be a damn fool to carry credit stones around here. You best be getting an astral tattoo. Best way to store your coins. And then he like rolls up his sleeve and you see on his arm this tattoo. It looks sort of like the letter A. You seen this before, have you? And you guys
Nope, we have.
may or may not have. Let me tell you about it. It's made using the same magical ink that wizards use. They use it to scribe scrolls and that. You can get it tattooed into your arm. With each tattoo, there's an extra dimensional space that holds credits. You hold the credit stone up to it, and by sheer will, you can transfer the credits directly into the tattoo, and vice versa. But be warned, it's permanent. If you're one of them fancy type and don't like to have this ink on you, you're not bowed with it well, but there's no better way to keep your credits stored. In fact, I can hook you up with a tattooist if you want.
How much is it? What is there any negative penalty to having it?
No. Of course, it costs you a little bit of coin. I could probably wean in a little bit of a discount. Me buddy Slythe, he's the one that does them. And he points over to this lizard-looking creature with red skin. Looks sort of like a giant kobold or red skin lizard folk.
How much are the tattoos?
I think it charges about 50 credits each. I'm sure we could work out some sort of package deal for you.
How about we take care of those creatures for you? We each get a tattoo and 10 credits on the tattoo.
I already told you I'll give you 250.
But okay. How about you give us? Well, I mean, 50 for the tattoo, right?
I cannot speak for me buddy Scythe, but I can assure you that I'll get you a discount.
All right, deal. Discount plus 250 credits, and you tell us where to get the silver bars, and we kill these two things.
Well, I can definitely assure you that Oswald has got some in there somewhere.
Credits?
Them silver bars. And that big old mansion of his. He's always tinkering, helping out the needy. Sickens me it does, that do-gooder.
Yes. Well, sometimes sacrifices must be made.
I like you.
I'm okay with it. What do you guys think?
I'm sorry, I was away. What did he offer? Just a summary.
250 credits a discount on tattoos that hold credits for us, and he's gonna take the guards off our back while we kill these two things. We might also be able to infiltrate the house and find silver bars in.
And specifically, what he wants to do is disable the construct, right? Good dwarf, sir. Do you want us to do anything with the gnome inside?
No, don't worry. The Tutela gang's got that. We're the authority around here. I'm Clegon. That over there, that's south. Our boss, his name's Babar. He's one of them gifts as well. That's why he's got the authority. And I think Dispeller is running around here somewhere. We are the Tutela gang. And here's a handout of the Tutela gang.
Oh.
There's 5 of them. Probably all the hippos.
Definitely 4.
No, there's 4.
One of them's just
Definitely 4. Learn to count.
And how much does it cost to get a tattoo without the discount?
Well,
50.
yeah, 50.
50 gold?
50 credits.
50 credits. Okay. Well, I don't see why we cannot get rid of those constructs, but yeah. So I will tell the group to take them aside for a little bit and ask them if they want to talk to the gnome before we just start attacking. Maybe go into the house, see what we're dealing with.
We could, but then that would put us probably in against the Tutela gang.
Oh, we're just talking to a gnome. I'm not saying we would take his side.
Yeah, but you're gonna like him. At its best, you're gonna screw somebody to not like.
Rin, Colin, Olacan, how do you guys feel? This guy, this Oswald, he sounds like a bit of a philanthropist. Likes to help people, taking in stray crew thick, repairing constructs. Sounds like a bit of a good guy.
Yeah.
Is that the guy on the inside of the house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we go inside the house and
Let's talk
at the
to
very
him
least,
first.
even if we decide to attack the construct, at the very least we're scouting the place and making sure that he doesn't have an army inside the house that's gonna attack us. So
Right.
All right.
Well, if those things are gonna let us into the house.
Yeah, I guess we could have a strategy of best of both worlds where we tell them we're gonna have to kill his constructs, but some guys are probably gonna the telegames after him, so he probably needs to disappear before they can get him.
yeah, that's
Just some
reasonable
money.
too. So let's just
Let's
see.
approach the house and see what these constructs do.
They seem just
Fight them.
completely inanimate at the moment.
Really?
Who? The constructs?
Yeah. And here's a handout for that strange other construct that you guys saw before. And you've also seen some of these ones around. They seem to be like repairing things. Very curious looking creatures. Alright, you guys move forward and then suddenly they just hold up their shields almost in response to you guys approaching.
I cast Mage Hand and knock on the door.
Alright, you knock on the door and then from one of the top windows, actually the attic window, you see this head pop out. A pair of goggles on his head, white beard, brushy hair. Hello there. Can I help you?
Oh, you sure can, good friend. We were wondering if we could go inside and have a talk about a business proposition.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, one sec. Damn joint's playing up. I'm sorry, but I don't know any of you, and there are many that want to do me harm.
Not us.
Yes, that's what we want to talk to you about.
You.
And why should I trust the likes of you? I've been flushed out of my house and home. My barn taken by the GIF. There are many that want to hurt me, and now I am confined to this house. Why?
Why?
I can't even get to my airship to repair it, to leave this place.
And why do they want to hurt you?
It didn't always used to be like this in Section 3. This used to be a moderately peaceful place. I helped many people here. Stray Kruthic would come in, and I would tame them. Some of them would be injured. I would heal them. And those constructs, the monodrones, the quadrones, they were treated badly by the GIF, but Oswald was always here to repair them. The GIF seem to think that they're lesser beings, but they're not too different from you and I. That's when the GIF arrived. They came by the dozens, sanctioned by Queen Vlakeith. And as he says that, everyone make a strength save.
Oops. I go.
Alright, so you guys just feel a tremendous tremor. And Rin, you're knocked to the ground prone. Jin, you're knocked to the, in fact, everyone's knocked to the ground prone. You almost see Oswald knocked out of the window, but he managed to just cling on. And there's just like a magnitude 9 earthquake. It just shudders everything. You see like weapons knocked off of some market stalls, but by the most part you can see the weapons have been sort of stuck down to the stalls. You see statues toppling over and just mayhem. Heaps of people just knocked to the ground. The guard towers though that the GIF are in, they seem like very sturdy and they don't budge a little bit. And then things are broken, and you see the quadrones, monodrones, and duodrones flying around, starting to pick things up. Oh, yes, Queen Vlakeith. That's her. She's going to awaken the body of this dead god one day, I say. And Colin, you don't shift. You manage to maintain your footing while everyone else falls to the ground. But then it doesn't really create any chaos. It's almost as if this is a daily event. People are expecting it and prepared for it. Oh, where was I? Oh yes, when the GIF came, they started abusing the residents here, and they accosted me of my barn where I was tending to the Kruthic and kicked me out, left me for dead almost. But luckily my constructs, they protected me, and I have been stuck in my home ever since. That Tutello gang, they think they run the place around here. They'll manhandle you and strong arm you out of everything you've got. Why, even my friend Mendrick, I can't even go and see him to get my medicine for my rheumatism.
I would like to check on this guy.
Alright,
Well, we
You basically, you just like X-ray vision his head to see into his brain. Colin. Yeah, he seems very genuine. You can tell that he is a philanthropist. You also sense that he's in some sort of physical pain, and from what he says, you think he's probably a reason to contribute to the society. To keep him alive, he would. Yeah, would be a good reason for the betterment of Section 3.
All right, you gnomish bucko. What can we do?
Why?
We've got to get our hands on some silver bars and some credits.
I have silver bars and I have credits, but again, I don't know you from a bar of silver. But if you can prove that you genuinely want to help me, then I'll allow you inside my manor.
What if we repair that airship that you say is broken?
Oh! I've got the parts to repair the airship. But it's far too dangerous for me to even step outside the manor. Forgive me, but you wouldn't have a clue about what to do to repair that airship.
And what field of knowledge would it require to repair that airship?
Well, there are many moving parts. First, you need a water kit. Then, a matcha rider, a fuzzle wuzzle, a piping duper. And you just keep rambling on just all these strange objects that you've never heard of.
All right.
So what specific type of person, a tinkerer, you would say, right?
Oh, yes. I'm a famous gnome tinkerer where I come from. I live in a place called Icewind Dale. And that's where I repaired my airship. But something went horribly wrong. I wanted it to soar through the sky, but instead it soared through the multiverse. And I found myself crash landing here in Toonarath. But I come to grow accustomed to the place. I saw there was much that needed doing here. The constructs needed repairing. The Kruthic needed tending to. I even created bionicle limbs for Kruthic that lost some of them in fights with other denizens of the astral plane.
All right. Well, listen here, you little shagbag. Repair the ship. Repair the ship.
Oh, if you can help me, then I can help you. And if we can rid these two tail gang, why, I could repair my airship. And if you want, if you're looking to get out of this place, we can all go together.
Oh, interesting.
But, I can't.
Is that what they want to get rid of you? I still don't know. Why do they want to get rid of such a fine individual as yourself, Gnome?
I think that those constructs are going to take over the world like some sort of judgment day.
So,
sir,
frankly, they're up to no good. They extort my buddy Mendrick, and in this state, my rheumatism is getting worse. I won't even be able to fix one pibble duper.
Your friend Mendrick, where is he? So we may get the medicine for your rheumatism.
Oh,
would you trust us then?
Yes, he has an apothecary. It's near the Eastern Gate. He's a human, about 70 years old. You can't miss him. He's the only one of his kind in that area.
And why do you need him again?
Why, I need medicine. My joints are seizing up. I won't be able to work on my airship in this condition. The pain is too much. I just need a little essence of ether. Just a little bit.
Mind if I take a quick look at your airship, see if I can't figure out what's wrong with it?
Could you hand me some pen and paper, please, Mr. Gnome? I would like to. I'll ask him for a bunch.
And T just like throws a little paper plane out the window, swirls around a couple of times, and actually before he does that, he asks your name, and then he sort of just says "Mathvan," and then it flies down and lands in your hands, and it seems magical. You can use this if you want to contact me again. It's a paper bird.
Oh. Well, can I write on it?
Of course.
Yeah.
I've modified it so it has multiple uses. So, this special paper bird, so you write a message on it, 50 words or fewer, and you speak a creature's name. The parchment magically folds into a paper bird and flies to the recipient whose name you uttered. They must be on the same plane of existence, otherwise it turns into ash. And it travels to within 5 feet of his intended recipient to the most direct route. Usually they turn into just a non-magical piece of parchment then, but this one has basically unlimited uses. You be sure to return it to me when you're done. You can send it through my window here.
And will this paper bird serve me? I'm really just looking to place some notes and write some notes and about your ship, so I can see if I can repair it.
Of course. All you have to do is fold it and then unfold it, and the ink will disappear. That's magic.
And I will be able to keep the notes?
Well, as long as you don't fold it, yes. But be warned, write more than 50 words, and the words will disappear.
Okay, I mean, it's better than nothing, I guess.
I'd like to see if I can't make heads or tails of what's wrong with this thing.
Alright, Jin, you go over and it just looks like a wooden vessel, like a sailing ship would look like. Sails and everything. You can't sort of see a particular way it's run, but you can make an intelligence check.
Trade intelligence?
Yep.
9!
You don't understand it. You don't know how it sails through the air. You certainly don't know how it's going to transport you through the realms. You think, as far as you can tell, it's a sailing ship that should be sailed in the sea.
Okay, so I'm gonna try something. Not sure if it's gonna work. First of all, I'm gonna take some time to inspect the ship the same way that Jin did, and just trying to see where everything is. Not necessarily how it works, although I'll try to do that. But my goal right now is just to memorize where everything is.
All right, make an intelligence check as well.
Okay. Regular intelligence check?
Yeah, straight intelligence. You see a number of GIF scrutinizing you from a nearby watchtower as well. And again, alright, with guidance. Alright, first of all, you're not really understanding it. Then you feel this like unseen force sort of gravitate towards the center of the ship, where there is like a blackened furnace, and you think it's what powers the ship. However, obviously you'd need a tremendous amount of fuel for it, but it seems to have this sort of, the furnace itself has like this hemispherical shaped like crystalline encapsule carved with runes, and you think you could like trap a fire elemental inside of it and use it to power the ship, but there's no fire elemental inside. And then the same underneath the ship, there is another similar looking capsule which could trap an air elemental inside of it to also power the sails, but then there is multiple missing parts as well. And you think if you had the parts, you could attempt it, but again,
yeah, I'll do one better. I'll do this. I'm gonna use my channel divinity for channel knowledge of the ages, and I'll become a tinkerer for 10 minutes, so I can understand what's everything I can about this ship and what is missing. How can I repair it, and if I will be able to do so. I'm gonna write the notes in the paper.
Sure, you can actually make another intelligence check with your proficiency bonus, like a tinkerer. Oh, you don't have tinkerer's tools though, right?
No, I will only get the knowledge right now because I don't have the tools. I cannot repair it.
He might have the tools. We can get it from him.
Yeah. Right now, I'm not trying to repair it. I'm just trying to understand it fully, as much as I can, to see if I can write the notes on how to repair it later on.
I think you could definitely repair it somewhat if you given the correct parts and tools.
Okay.
Well, for 10 minutes up, let's just grab the tools from him, hey?
But you're missing multiple parts.
He said he has the parts in his head.
Yeah, he does.
I think we could just give this a try real quick.
I'm gonna start heading towards where he said his friend was.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask him now that I have a more understanding of the ship and how it works. I'm gonna ask the gnome specifically what he needs for us to get, so we can make it work, and so that I can fly again.
All right, he's gone back inside. He already closed, well, didn't close, but he's gone back inside. He's not poking his head out anymore.
Let's go get the little guy's medicine. Little guy's medicine. Maybe he'll tell us more.
Well, you could call him out again if you wanted to. It's
Yeah.
just that
I'll call him out real quick. I'm gonna start using the same language that he used before with me, and start mentioning the different things that he was mentioning, since I'm a tinkerer for a little bit, and trying to ask him and write notes of what parts we need to acquire and which parts he already has.
Oh, my word! You know about all that? Were you brought up by a gnome, were you?
What? What was that?
Were you raised by a gnome?
No, but I have studied a lot of topics and sciences. Give me 1 second. I had to be right back. Sorry about that.
I'm like, just, if you have all the parts, toss them down, and my friend here will make an attempt to fix it.
Why? I don't think so. A gnome prides himself on his tinkering abilities. I'll not have any strangers working on my vessel. And again, I barely know you.
Oh, so he doesn't want me. I'm back. Sorry, he doesn't want me to work on his ship.
No, or at the very least, he's certainly not going to just throw the parts to you on a whim.
I tell him that, well, we're back in my home goes, and I've got a set of tools that I use to help keep them afloat. I could use some of these to help you with is that you might have.
I'm sure you're an able-bodied person and you can fly the ship, but the fact of the matter is, I'm not able to work in it in my current condition, and there's no way I'm going to hand off my parts to a bunch of strangers calling out to me from the street. As far as I know, you're in league with those two Tello gang, and even if I did trust you all, I still need the Dinkle Tuber.
Thought you were the Dinkle Chewer.
A Dinkle Tuber!
Are you right there?
Don't worry, I have a plan to get one, but please, if you're planning on getting my medicine, I could certainly use some. Oh.
I guess we get the medicine then.
Let's get his medicine.
He goes back inside.
And I don't like he wants us to take out this gang, but to fight in the streets, we're gonna wind up just as dead as these guys are throwing down the wells. Where was the medicine? He said by the eastern gate?
Yeah.
Then
Alright, meanwhile, while you guys are doing that, Rin's actually already over there. So this is before you guys go over there. You, Rin, you sort of walk through and you see a couple of these little constructs working on some broken statues. You see like another weapon store and some armor store and just strange random objects scattered around. A couple of Gith standing guard at the eastern gate here, and a small house with two little purple skinned dwarves in plate mail standing guard. And then you come over to this like disheveled hut. You see like shrunken skulls sort of lining the exterior. It looks like stretched leather sort of set here, and there's a wooden stool with a variety of different potions and unguents and oils and strange objects in pickle jars, and a male human with a long beard, a blue robe, tending to the stool. Hello, welcome to my apothecary. Can I get you something? And you see he's got like his like face is swollen up. He's got like a big black eye.
Oh. The name is Atherin Hollinoran, but you can call me Rin. Would you happen to be Mendrick?
Yes, Mendrick. This is my apothecary. What can I get you? You want some essence of ether, do you?
I was coming over here to perhaps get some of that for your good friend. I can't remember the gnome's name.
Osmond Dinkletuber.
Okay. For your good friend Osmond. Since he can't leave his house at the moment.
Yes, Osmond. Everyone wants a little whiff of the essence of ether. But I'm afraid...
You're not looking so good.
I ran into a post. Yes, don't you concern yourself with this, friend. I'm afraid, though, I don't have any essence of ether. What little I do, that damn Babai. I shouldn't say anything. I have other potions, though. Healing potions, perhaps. Is that what you want?
Well, as much as I would like a healing potion, I'm actually more interested in what you have to say about this Babar fellow.
Oh, he's a great man. Looks after everyone. Provides me protection. And yes, great. Ever since that Tutello gang and the Gith moved in here, we're wondrous, truly wondrous. Yes.
I'm usually not the best at this, but even I can tell that is not necessarily true.
And he like leans in close to you, Rin, and takes a little look around. Meanwhile, you can just see like Gith scrutinizing you all from a nearby watchtower. Oh, listen. You don't want to mess with them, man. They say they give me protection, but it's quite the opposite. They just come here and rob me whenever I brew up a new batch of essence of ether. that Babar comes and takes it for the ITP. And why? I'm getting desperate, man. You have to help me.
And what can we do to help?
That Babar, he's coming to collect some more essence of ether. Listen, if you can just cover me for a bit, I can put a little something untoward in the essence. I know that he collects it for the ITP, but I know that he sniffs a bit himself. It does good to ease the pain, that essence. If you could just cover me for a little bit. Listen, I'll slip some midnight tears in his essence and make sure that he takes some. I know he will. And then, when he goes to bed, he'll be out cold. That's when you could end him for me. Listen, I know he's got a basement entrance to his house. You could go through there. You wouldn't have any luck getting through the Durgar, though. They're tough as nails. Then it'd just be as simple as just putting a dagger in his neck. Please.
Who does he want us to kill?
Babar, one of the Tutela gang.
Leader of the Tutela gang.
The leader. Oh, it's nice.
Trust me, man.
He
Once we break this tie between the Tutela gang and the ITP, why, the ITP, they'll turn against the Tutela gang. I just know it. I mean, the
Who
ITP,
is the ITP?
Oh, you really are new here. The incorporeal thug posse. Bunch of ghostly figures that they absconded little Oswald from his house and home. They've taken his Kruthic barn and turned it into a damn nightclub. All sorts of untoward things go on there. Of course, only GIF and special elite members are allowed entrance into the House of Sin. I know that that's how Babar gets his host token. They use these tokens, House of Sin tokens, to get entrance. I overheard Babar talking about it to one of his other thugs. He gets the ITP, the essence of ether, and then he gets entry into the House of Sin. I know that if they stop supplying the essence of ether to the ITP, well, they're not going to be too happy with that Tutelo gang, and they'll lose their power and sway around here.
Well, it's an interesting proposition anyway. But I would like to talk with my compatriots before I put us on a course.
Yeah, listen, man. If you find any essence of ether there, you just take it all. Give it to Oswald. You think about this now. I'll make it easy. He'll be asleep. The dagger to the neck. All it takes. End of life. Please.
Okay, so can we recap the plan? So he wants us to kill the leader of the gang.
Hello, gang.
And he's gonna drug him. And we have to sneak into his house and kill him in his sleep.
In his sleep.
And what does that get us exactly?
Plenty of essence of ether, because there'll probably be some at his place, and we can give that to Osman.
And that's the medicine that he wanted.
Yeah, and then he should have silver bars in his place, so we can just get the silver bars from him.
I'm gonna add
At this point, I'm actually more interested in the gnome than the gang because the gnome has a flying ship that can get us out.
Exactly.
So
It's like, this is a terrible task you ask us to do.
Listen, there's two Tello gang. They're going to just destroy this place. They already want to kill Osmond.
If we
I don't
get
know how many
confirmation-
damn more beatings I can take from him. Please. Yeah, no one can help us. The Githyanki, they don't give a shit. These Gith just strong arm everyone. They're gonna take over. If they had it their way, they'd wipe every one of us out. We're not here by choice. Okay? You have to help us. Look around you. And you look around, you see like a gold dragonborn, see like a human goat merchant, you see some like other of your kind, humanoid butcher, and it looks like, yeah, there's quite a few people from the material plane here, not here by choice. And you even see like a Githyanki just like grabbing one of these mono drones, just like ripping its arms off and ripping its wings out. A couple of them chuckle as they topple over a statue that they just repaired. And like the Gith just sort of don't seem to enforce any laws that don't further their own agenda.
It goes a little something like this. We have to wait this character to visit you, where you will give him drugs.
Yeah. He'll come to pick up my newest batch of essence soon.
Into a backdoor entrance into his house and put a knife through the back of his skull as he sleeps.
Yeah.
There as we can. And bring it to you.
Put him to sleep for good. That's all I ask.
And to Osmond.
I still don't understand how that will fix all the problems. If we kill one leader, surely another one will take his place.
Well, I'm hoping it will incite some sort of rebellion. Maybe people won't stand for the ITP any longer if they can see that they can be opposed, but I'm just an old man. Perhaps I'm not seeing further than my own current situation, but as far as I'm concerned, one less of those Tutello gang, well, it makes this place a better place.
Well, when do you expect this guy?
He'll be here soon. He always comes at the same time. Every 24 hours.
And why can't we just take the essence from this guy? I'm asking the group, like, why can't we just take the essence from this guy and give it to the gnome? Why do we have to go through all that plan?
I think it's a smarter move either way, because if we start helping the gnome, then the Totemic gang will be against us, and it'd be better for us to have less of them.
That's one reason, yeah,
and if you guys want the parts to the ship, we gotta help the gnome.
Yeah, the gnome only asks us for the essence.
But they're friends. He's not gonna be happy.
If we have the essence, he lets us in the house. He rewards us, no telling how. Bars he said he's got.
But this guy...
keep the credits that we got. I mean, it's a terrible thing he asked us to do, but Look around you.
I think it might lead to our death. The leader of this gang is surely
Well,
not that easy to kill.
Well, if he's
definitely-
Oh, don't you worry, my
More
midnight tears. He won't be waking up once he takes a dose of lamb. I don't do this lightly either. But it's for the good of Section 3.
I'm gonna peer into this guy's heart. Oh no, I'm not. How do I roll that with them? I can't tell anything about him. Me.
Just see everything from the way it's proposed to you.
let's just
Do it.
let's just do it. Fuck up. I mean, if we're gonna make the Totemic gang against us anyway, might as well have them be 3 members instead of 4.
Oh, the gang is only 4? I thought the gang was like 4 main people and their minions.
The gang is 4.
The gang
Oh.
is 4, but the boss is Gif, and he's like the go-between between the ITP and his little gang. So if we
ITP,
kick out-
what's that again? What's the ITP again?
You just only heard the name Incorporeal Thug Posse. You don't really know who they are,
It
but
seems to
apparently
be
they-
those hippo.
Yeah,
These are those hippo guys, hippo guards.
Well, he said that they're these like ghostly figures that basically have taken over the barn that Oswald had and turned it into a nightclub called the House of Sin, and they do all manner of carousing and whatnot and unruly deeds. There seems to be this essence of ether that they like to command as well, which you liken to some sort of drug.
Okay.
Does anyone not have a reservation about putting a blade? Go as they sleep.
I don't about that. I'm a little bit more concerned that we might be trying to attack like we're gonna start a war and against a very powerful group that is supported by the Git.
If we can sneak in and sneak out.
Yeah, sure. I mean, let's do it. What the heck?
This is. Do we get what we need?
If this guy, just so you know what the choices are here, if this guy has essence with him right now, I'm pretty confident that I can make him give us the essence.
If we do that, we'll know better than the Tutela gang, and I honestly am against that.
So the so basically what's happening is the two Tello gang, they extort the essence of ether from Mendrick and supply it to the ITP, and the ITP in turn give Babar these House of Sin tokens, which allows him access to this nightclub. So you think you'd basically, so from what you can tell, the ITP is an even bigger authority or a force to be reckoned with than the Tutelo gang. So you think you'd probably be angering the ITP as well as the Tutelo gang if you took the essence of ether from Mendrick. But you don't know much about these ITP. They could be anything.
Plus, he's friends with the gnome. I don't think the gnome would be happy if we just stole this guy.
Okay, let's go with his plan then. I mean, that's what everybody wants.
Well, very well. Listen, that Babar, he does the same thing every day. He comes over. He picks up the essence of ether. He drops some to his buddy Scythe, who's always over at the fighting pit. Then he goes home. He goes to sleep. And he wakes up and goes to the House of Sin. If you can somehow slip this into his bag, and he hands you this little vial. It looks like the rest of the vials of essence of ether that he shows you that are laid out. But obviously you think this one's the Midnight Tears. While he's at the fighting pits, then he'll be none the wiser. He might suspect something though if I give him an extra vial. Or he might be able to tell it. He always inspects the essence, smells it all before I give it to him. That is the time to swap it. You need some sort of manner of sleight of hand, but I'm sure if you can catch him in the moment of the fight pits, should be able to do it quite easily. You should go now. He's coming. And you see, stepping out of this house, just nearby, is this hulking Gif in royal-looking armaments. He's got a musket in his hand. He's got like this belt along his chest with like these four sort of capsule-looking things, and you see like people just staring at him, like the nearby Dragonborn weapon vendor and this other Gifzerai, just looking at him as he heads over and converses with Mendrick. You watch from a distance, you see him just basically knock over like a heap of potions and like grabs Mendrick by the neck and throws him to the ground, and Mendrick just sort of shielding himself and presenting this black case of the essence of ether to him. And Mendrick sort of gives you a sly glance. And then Babar takes the essence of ether, trudges over towards the fire pits.
So now we have to switch it.
Mm-hmm. While the fights are going.
So who's good with sleight of hands?
That would be Ren.
Probably the road.
Ren, what's going on with that skull you have on your... I've seen a lot of my -3 rolls over there.
Well, it's not me. It'd be my brother that would be the one to do this.
Olken?
Yes.
Vulcan? Well,
And I died. That's why I look so bad. Like, I actually died. Had to get raised. So, yeah.
I can provide you with this to help you.
That's for 1 minute, but yes, that works.
Alright, you guys head over to the fight pit and you see Babar conversing with South, the draconic looking member of the Tutello gang. And people give them a bit of a wide berth. They're just chatting away. And you see Babar hand Scythe a couple of vials of the essence of ether and pocket it. And then there doesn't seem to be anyone in the fight pit though. Solder, the fire ganassi, is sort of yelling out, "Come on now! Ripper! I mean, he's been beaten many times. Just by luck we've given him a second chance. Oh, why, anyone could take him out. And come on, we need a new contender, anyone." And you see Babar crossing his arms. "What's the matter here? Where are the fights today?" And South, he approaches Solder. "Why are there no fights today, Ganassi? Where are the fights?" "Oh, listen, we're just having a little bit of trouble finding some some contestants. I'm sure someone will step forward soon. And, I mean, we're trying our best here. I think they're finally cotton on to us. Oh, better make something happen, or you'll be in there with me. You want that?
I let her know. I'll be willing to fight. Let me use my blade, and I pull out a wand.
Well, I'm afraid this is a fair bare-knuckle fight, and those are the rules, as always.
Good luck, lady, then, fighting that guy. Hope you win.
I don't know.
Well, there ain't no use sticking around here, then, if there ain't no fights.
I'll fight.
You'll fight?
Ha! Baba is sort of chuckling at you. Oh, look! The skinny little elf! I'm gonna enjoy this. And you see this water genasi sort of walk up to you, Rin. Now listen, friend. You just try your very best now. And by the way, my name is H2. Pleased to meet you. I'll be warming you up for the fight. Just try and remain calm. And don't die.
If he's fighting, who's gonna slip the thing in?
Alright. Well, I'm not the rogue. I mean...
And Solder sort of introduces you. Well, we have a new champion! Undisputed champion! And you see a couple more people like gather around to watch the fight. A couple of Githyanki. And she sort of whispers, what's your name?
Rin.
Rin! Undefeated champion 5 times over. They call him Rin the Killer because one punch and he kills all. We're having a special promotion today. Odds are 5 to 1. Rules are a fair fight. Bare knuckle. No holds barred. Can I take any bets? See a couple of people just start handing her tokens. Any more bets? Any more bets? 5 to 1. He's undefeated. You're guaranteed to make a profit on 5 duple in your money.
Did you just say 5 duple in your money?
5 duple.
Come on, you're his friends. Don't you have any faith in the champion? It's a fight to the death. No one backs her in.
I don't know how much money we have.
I sense a -6 in your future, buddy.
Now, man, you really look like you're in poor condition. This is H2 speaking to you.
I'm not feeling too well, but I think I can take him.
Very well. If he gets on top of you, you're probably best just letting him kill you very quickly. Less pain. That way. Good luck, friend.
Hey,
Alright, you know the rules.
Matt
Fight to
Finn.
the death. Bare knuckles. We have this rapscallion wandered off the streets. Some homeless turtle man. Don't know his name. Surely he's gonna lose. Last bets. And
how much do we have, guys? Do we know?
What was that?
How much do we have? How much money do we have?
I split the gold. The gold that I found, I already split it with the group. So it should have. It should be in your character sheet. Yeah, it should have been in your character sheet. There's no party loot right now.
Okay.
At least not for money.
Yeah, I'll bet 10 gold on them. Come on, Ren.
10 gold, 5 to 1. You've just made 50 gold pieces. Now, they're not as worth as much as a credit, but I'll certainly take it. We accept all currencies here. And Colin bets 10 gold. I'll just...
before we get started here, hey, Matt Van,
Yeah?
I better whisper this. I whispered to Matt Van, can you provide guidance on our pickpocket?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
All again, it lasts for 1 minute, so tell me when you're ready to give you guidance. It only lasts for 1 minute.
Yeah, I'll wait till the fight to start and then I'll go do it.
Just ask for it.
Start, you can give it.
You
Ask for it, and
you see Babar sort of is just crossing his arms and leaning over to South. He's gonna rip that little elf to shreds. This is gonna be great. Yes. I'm not sure though. He seems slippery, but I can tell he's suffered some sort of injury. Hopefully that's enough. And the fight begins. Ripper just...
Bless.
Alright, you go to like move, you go to cast that spell, and you're going directly against the rules there, Colin. You get him disqualified instantly.
Then I won't.
So it's a bare knuckle fight, no magic. Just that's it. Alrighty, Rin, Ripper. this turtle is like way bigger than Marlax, and he's just like a hulking brute. He like towers over you in height, and he just roars. He just comes stomping over to you, and then just like grabs you. Make a Alright, so the way we're doing this is basically like the downtime pit fighting. So you'll make an athletics check, an acrobatics check, and a constitution check that equals a roll of your hit dice, but you can replace one of those with an attack roll if you wish. So let me know, you can replace one of them. Let me know if you want to do the attack roll instead. So he comes over to you and grabs onto your shoulders and just starts trying to like throw you to the ground. So make an athletics check.
Okay, I'll use an attack roll for this one. I'd be one better. So, kind of.
Alrighty, he goes to like grab you and throw you to the ground, and as you do that, Rin, you sort of like grab onto him and do some like jujitsu, flip around, like grab him and toss him to the ground. And then as you go to move back, he like reaches out to try and like grab your leg. Make a acrobatics check.
13.
He grabs your leg and just pulls you to the ground, and then he just jumps on top of you, putting his whole weight on you, and then he just starts like trying to pummel you and crush you. Rin, make a hit die roll plus your constitution modifier.
Okay. So, I'll just can I choose which one to do? Like instead of doing the monk one, do a paladin hit dice?
Yep, it's your largest hit die.
Okay.
And yeah, you don't spend the hit die, but you just roll it.
Okay, so
when it counts it off, just count it back up.
Well, I'll just roll it like this. That way I don't. Ah, what a terrible roll.
Alrighty, he's on top of you, Rin, and you start off this fight on the ground, prone, and grappled.
Of course.
You're up.
So I would get disqualified if I used magic?
Yeah, it's just a bare knuckle fight. They said no magic.
Would smites count? I'm gonna try to get out from under him. Acrobatics check.
Okay.
Dude, you have a -3 modifier.
11.
This is awesome.
Alright, you slip out from his grip with your action.
Yes.
Alright, and I'll and I'll stand up.
Okay.
So I'm not laying down anymore, but there's no sense in trying to move anywhere, so I'm not going to. So, end of turn.
He just starts like laying into you with punches, Rin. First attack misses wildly and swings over your head. And then he does a second attack. And that also misses.
Yes.
Rin.
Alright.
We're cheering. Golf clapping.
I'll try to slap him across the face.
That hits. For 4 bludgeoning damage.
Rin, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can.
And then do a roundhouse kick. Nope.
And
That misses badly.
we almost fall over.
Oh man, this is gonna be rough. I'm just trading blows.
Alright, he takes another swing. This time he's like exceptionally quick. And he hits you. Alright, when he hits you, it feels like you've just been stabbed with like a dagger or something, Rin. It does slashing damage. It just visibly just slashes through your skin before slashing damage. And
Does he have claws?
punches you again. He has claws, but he's not using it. It's a bare knuckle fight. You can make a perception check though, Math Van, because he swings again. He misses.
Wait,
Wait, hold on.
that's the.
And
Alright, you try to scrutinize him, Math Van, but you just see his like hulking turtle shell just sort of blocking most of the view of him. And at the end of this round, I'll just see what everyone's doing during the fight. Olakan, what are you doing?
I was gonna go steal stuff.
Alrighty,
Slide in.
you can
I'm
make
Slide
a
hand in.
sleight of hand check
Yeah.
to swap
Yeah,
the...
sorry. Swap it. Yeah, whatever. Yep.
Yep, swap
my
a vial
guidance
of-
roll at 1.
of
That was
essence.
bad.
And yeah, Babar is watching the fight, so he has disadvantage on his perception check. His passive perception.
+1
That's nice.
on that.
Plus
Alright.
1.
Olakan,
Plus
you
60.
just stroll by and just quickly swap it over, and you get 1 vial of essence of ether.
Sweet. Now I just gotta not die.
Good job.
All right, and Math Fan, what are you doing? Actually, you use your action to do the perception check.
Yes.
Okay, Devin. Oh, sorry, Colin.
I would like to check out this turtle that's taking it out on Rin too.
All right, make a perception check. All right, you look very carefully, Colin, and you see when he swings and contacts Rin with that punch, his fist doesn't actually hit Rin. There's like about an inch gap away, and he seems to be slashing as if he's got some sort of like knuckle duster or something on, but you don't see it. You don't actually see any knuckle duster. It's just bare hands.
He's using magic.
And
Yeah.
Jin, what are you doing?
Same thing. Just trying to figure out why looks like he's getting cut.
You can make a perception check as well. And you're just seeing his hulking turtle shell blocking your view, basically. You can see his blood streaming down Rin's face. Alrighty.
So on the next round, I'm gonna go talk to the blue guy who seems sympathetic.
Okay.
What I noticed.
Rin.
Alright, let's throw an elbow. Nope.
That is a miss. Hits his shell as he sort of pops into it very
Dude,
quickly.
this guy has a freaking shell. You have an 3 modifier.
Well, I mean, somebody had to do it.
That's a good one, though.
Your allies are yelling out words of support, Rin. And a 19
Most
hits
of our allies. Most of them.
for 5 bludgeoning
I'm
damage.
just concerned for him.
Alright, he sort of takes a big hit, and you see Solder sort of watching you. intently. She doesn't seem too happy with how beat up Ripper's getting. And then it's Ripper's turn. He just roars, "Wah!" and he swings. And he slashes you again for 4 damage. And a 14 misses. Alright, at the end of this round, you guys can do one thing again.
I'm gonna go over here. Do not want her to overhear him about my suspicions.
Alrighty.
What I've noticed.
Alright, you go and relay that to him, and he just sort of hesitantly sort of chuckles. Yeah, you're just seeing things, friend. You're just imagining it. Just watch the fight, please. I think your eyes are playing tricks on you.
What's going on, Colin? What do you see?
The turtle ain't right. He's cheating.
How so?
I can't really describe it. It's not my type of magic.
So,
He's doing something.
I'm assuming that you described to me what you saw, like the gap between the punch and the damage.
Yes.
So can I do an Arcana check to see if I know what type of magic could be causing this?
Sure.
You don't have to. I cast detect magic when he says that.
Alright. Alright, Lord Stark, you think, yeah, maybe, you can't, like, liken it to a spell, but yeah, definitely you think perhaps there's some sort of magic being used here. And then, Jin, you cast detect magic, and, you can sense magic coming from Ripper's hands. And then, you can, next turn, you can actually, like, use your action to focus on that magic and see what you see.
Oh, next.
Yeah, you'll need to use your action to focus in on that, basically. Hopefully Rin will last that long. And you see Babar sort of looking wryly. Damn! That elf, he's packing a bit of a punch. Huh. Maybe we'll see a new champion arise finally. Really, once and for all. And Rin, you're up.
Come on, Rin.
Alright. Well, first I'm gonna come in with a quick jab.
12 misses.
And then I'll come around with a haymaker with the other hand.
10 is a miss. Ripper just roars and you just punch him on the front of his shell. He just chuckles.
Oh, I wish I could bring a shield in as well.
Revealing these jagged teeth. Me bash you into meat! And he swings.
He's cutting me.
Slashes you for 4 slashing damage, and then punches again and slashes you for 7 slashing damage.
Oh my
god. It's not looking good for you, Ren. And you're just like shredded up. People are just cheering, yeah, kill that stupid elf! Save me a piece! Some of the Gith are yelling out.
How am I shredded, though? Is what I would wonder.
And you guys can act again now.
Okay, let's stop this madness. You're cheating. He's using magic. I'm gonna quit my shield as I'm saying this.
Babar draws his musket and he's like, hey, no one steps inside the ring! And Solder sort of,
You're cheating.
She puts her hands up. Now, that's a wild accusation that you're making there. You better watch your tongue.
Prove it.
What school of magic's on his hand?
Alright, you focus in on it now, Jin, and you can see this aura of like literal, just like almost cat claws, sort of these knuckles, these brass knuckles that have like these sort of crystal formations on the end of them, clearly visible to you. It doesn't, there's no school of magic, but you can clearly see these like magical knuckles that are invisible on his hands.
You do realize I can see magic, right? He has magical knuckles on his hand. They look like cat claws almost.
Make a persuasion check, Jin.
Oh well, that's my best. That's my best one. 2.
Wow.
All right, Baba sort of confronts you. What are you saying? Are you accusing him of cheating?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
What do you say about this soldier? Always wondered how Ripper managed to shred his opponents. And even though you're not sort of too convincing, he doesn't take to you very kindly as well, Jin. Someone is gonna die for this. Stop the fight at once! And everyone just like becomes quite silent, and there's just like increased tension instantly.
Hey, you should investigate his hands. I point exactly to where I.
Ripper's like got you by the neck, Ren, and about to just like punch through your face with these claws.
Who's that?
Ripper is the turtle.
I have a question, GM. The spell suggestion, it's only a verbal component material, but I have a holy symbol, so it's not really count. But it does have a verbal component. If I cast it, would that person know that I'm casting a spell?
Yes. It's got visible signs that you're doing it. They may not understand what you're doing. That'll depend on their knowledge of Arcana, but yeah.
But there's no hand movement at all. It's just
there is verbal components. So you just the verbal components are not part of the suggestion. You mutter a separate little incantation.
Yep.
But yeah, that's why like Sorcerer's Subtle Spell overcomes that. But yeah, that would be something that would be visible, and especially in such a open environment. Alright, Babar sort of points his musket at you. Get out of the ring! We're gonna sort this out! God damn, don't have time for this! And then he like goes over, he like grabs you, Jin, throws you in there, and then he just like points a musket up to Solder and like walks her into the ring. And Ripper is there just with a bloodthirsty look on his face. You can see South is sort of, he has his hand barely an inch away from the pommel of his short sword, like he's ready to draw it at any time and jump in. And H2 sort of cowers behind you, Colin. Listen, friend, I didn't have anything to do with this. She forces me to try and play, you know, good God, bad God. What the hell's going on here, you turtle man? Come over here. Ripper just growls. Ah! I'm gonna shred him. Get the hell over here. And Solder just sort of leads. And do what he says, Ripper. Baba like grabs his arm, grabs his hand, and then just like rips something off of his hand, and then you see these like knuckle dusters with like crystals on the end of them. They become visible as he rips them off Ripper's hand. Just so as I thought. Right then. Babar grabs his muskets, puts it up point blank to Ripper's head, and then just blows his whole head away.
Holy shit.
Got him.
Okay,
Solder
we just
just-
watched him up hit, guys.
Tries to plead as Babar just points the musket slowly over towards Solder. You see she just sort of says, now this is just a simple misunderstanding. She starts to sort of take a step back. I didn't have anything to do with this. She starts running off, and you see Scythe just misty step like in front of her, interpose himself, and then drives his short sword straight through Solder's chest, killing him with one blow.
Holy shit.
Dusts
Who
his
did I
hands.
give my 10 gold to?
You gave it to Solder.
Well, I would turn to this Barbara and say, I would say it's only to give the people who bet on our fine, non-cheating their money back, perhaps with interest.
I don't give a shit. He's got your money. And points over to H2. You're lucky I don't blow his head off as well. Now, I'm done here. This is shit. All of you, you're shit. You're nothing. We're in charge here. You see what happens when you cross us? We're the law. Scythe, get the men to clean up around here. Pathetic. Babar just then trudges off. Ain't got time for this shit.
I want to check this body.
Now, hand us the money, blue man.
Alright, H2.
From one blue man to another.
He's like generally frightened. Please, please. I was just doing what she said. She was going to hurt me otherwise.
I think the odds became much better.
I would say I believe you, but hand me the money.
Yes. And you see a couple of other angry people come out, and he just starts dishing the money back. And indeed, he pays what you guys bet, so you get 50 gold pieces in return. And you see him like holding up credit stones and transferring credits to people as the gift from a nearby tower move in and start like dragging Ripper and Solder away and add them to the well. There's like 5 people in the well already.
They didn't leave the knuckle dusters on the ground, did they?
Alright, yeah, he just sort of dropped them on the ground. He doesn't really give a shit about them, Babar.
Get them, boy. You want me to go get them for you?
Well, if the Gif are busy dragging them away, like, I'll pick them up.
Sure, they're magic knuckle dusters that you can identify.
Fucking sweet.
Sweet.
Okay, so who actually bet on the?
It was just Colin that bet, and he got the 50
Colin,
gold.
I'm gonna hand you your 50 gold that you bet. I took it from the blue guy, so you have to.
One of you Shabaroons could help our friend here in need, who's been cheated and almost lost his life.
I'm gonna put my hand on
the crowd.
Yeah, in the crowd.
Yeah, you guys, the crowd, they just disperse. Everyone just like walks off. They just like instantly lose interest, and they just spread out, and they're basically just gone within a moment.
I touch my hand on my chest and do 9 points of lay on hands.
And
give myself a little health back.
No one listens to your pleads, Colin, and the Gift don't seem to care. They just sort of yell to everyone, "Move along! Move along!
Right.
Move along!"
Oh, good lord!
I'll wait till we're
something. Alakan, did it work? Were you able to get it done?
I gave you the sign. Did you not see the sign? I
was too busy getting cut up.
Oh, you're so dramatic. Yes, I got it.
So
of course I got it. That's why I gave you the sign.
Good work, little brother.
Pay attention next time.
I'll do my best.
Alright, you guys get for like doing the quest and the fight, you guys get 280 XP each. And as you guys move off, someone comes running after you guys. It's H2. Oh, wait! And we'll take a 10-minute break now. And when we get back, we'll see what he will hear what he has to say.
Alrighty.
Okay. What XP is everybody at?
I'm sitting on 1509. I may be wrong though.
Yeah, that's the same that I have. Right, we're back.
See you guys back soon. How you guys doing?
Good, good. I have a question.
Yeah.
The knuckle dusters. If I only used one, would I be able to use the dueling fighting style with it?
You not sure. You haven't identified him yet.
Hmm.
You don't know what they do.
Okay. Probably like only attunable for a turtle or some nonsense. No one Ren's luck.
You look pretty turtleish. Are you not turtle enough for the Turtle Club?
Oh god, that movie. That movie was awful.
My wife loves that movie, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Is everyone back? Good. Sounds like everyone's back.
I'm not here.
Okay.
Town nearest got to get out of today, or this like last week.
Everyone that's important is here then. I think everyone should be back. Should be back soon.
Stop trying to sweet talk me because I've been shit talking you.
Alright, H2 comes running after you guys. Wait! Wait! Please! Listen, I want to thank you for helping me be free of Solda. She has always been a fiery one. Quite the temperamental Ganassi. Although I felt like we are kin, as we are both born of elemental planes. She was always condescending to me. And I had no one else to turn to when I found myself stepping through a strange color pool and arriving here in Tunarath. But now I have nothing. No one. Although she treated me cruelly, she still fed me and housed me. Please. I want to join you.
Oh,
if you would have me.
Well. You're lying, my friend. She didn't need to feed you. Nobody needs to eat here.
Sometimes we don't eat because we need to, but we do it because it gives us a sense of who we were before we found ourselves here. We eat not for the necessity, but we eat for its community values. Sitting down and feasting on space hamster hocks. It makes me feel at home.
Yeah, well, I don't trust you. You're a cheater.
You're a pumpkin eater.
Listen, I've lost everything. But if you will not have me, then I understand. I deserve this fate, I guess. Sorry to bother you.
What? Do you have anything useful to offer us?
I'm good with a club. I can hit things. Good.
Is he lying?
Make an insight check. It's not much to boast about. You certainly don't think he's lying.
So he's not exaggerating it, perhaps.
It doesn't really take anyone can swing a club. It doesn't take any sort of skill to swing a club.
Well, my friend, do you have any information to offer us?
Well, I've lived here for some time. I know my way around. I'd certainly be happy to share any information with you.
Well, I don't trust you. I don't know what the rest of the group thinks. But
Well,
you might sell us out at the first chance you get. I saw you cowering behind, I believe it was Colin.
I don't like
look like a fight.
These GIF or these Tutello gang any more than you do. And quite frankly,
Yeah.
I would prefer that they just left, went back to where they came from. Ever since they flew down here in their ships, things have been much worse here.
Wait, you're saying the Gith were not here before?
GIF.
So you have...
Don't worry. People make that mistake often. GIF and Gith, they sound similar, I know.
Yeah.
I just remember GIF has an F in it, and GIF are fat.
Oh, the hippopon. Oh, the hippos. All right.
Yes. Easy way to remember it. And Githyanki are wankers, like Githwanki.
Right.
maybe don't say that too loud.
We have one behind us.
This GIF just like yells at you guys. Move along! Fight pitch closed! Waving his musket around.
Okay, so walk with us.
So does that mean you have me?
Yeah,
Listen,
we'll show see about that.
I'll do good. I can. Well, there's not much I can do, but I'll try my best.
Now, just
Wait.
you must know that. Do you know a Van Dalen is a Githyanki man?
Sorry, friend. There are thousands of Githyanki, and I steer clear from them.
Oh, okay. Well, we're actually slaves of that man at the moment.
Oh, you
beholden to him. So
you are owned. Oh,
yes.
And you're not?
I managed to win my freedom a long time ago.
That's interesting. So you're telling me that the people in the place are not necessarily slaves?
Some people came here by accident. Others come here willingly to trade. There are portals that transport people in, and portals, I have heard, that transport people out. But we are all but trapped here in Section 3, and I hear there are many more sections just the same. Many more travelers captured by the Githyanki and sold off like cattle, or have found themselves lost, coming here by accident, by stepping in the wrong portal or something like that.
Do you know the way out? Well, I highly doubt that. You're still here.
Listen, friend, if I could get out, I would. But I've heard rumors of color pools, and there are many in the astral planes, but you'd be lucky to make it further than 100 feet off one of the arms of Tunarath. You'll soon be shot down by Githyanki, or worse, incinerated by a red dragon. And
dragons.
If you're truly unfortunate, you would be imprisoned in the Will of Gith. That is a prison where those who are not instantly slaughtered by the Githyanki are brung for punishment.
Yeah, I have heard that the Githyanki had made some kind of deal with Tiamat the Dragon Queen.
Yes.
I don't know what specifically they did.
The whole southern
gain.
reach of Tunarath. It is a home to an abundance of red dragons. They lair there in caves. And they are allied with the Githyanki. It's beyond me, though. All I know is all of this belongs to a powerful Lich Queen known as Vlakeith. And she is the ultimate ruler here. And all-powerful. She rallies the Githyanki and trains them all as warriors.
Yep, so it seems we're doomed. We don't know where the portals are, and if we repair the ship, we might get blown out of the sky by the red dragons. So.
You mean repair the ship? Oh, friend. Escape is futile. You're best starting to learn to get used to this place. This is your life now. Look at her. She sells goats. That could be you, my friend.
Well,
pathetic.
it couldn't be because, well, I'm not a woman.
And I don't know what that creature is. What is the goat? Is that like a cow?
It's similar to a cow, much smaller.
Do they explode as well? Do they explode as well?
Cows don't usually explode either. That was a special case.
If you kill them and leave them out for the sun for too long, they do a type of explosion. They pop like a balloon.
Disgusting. These creatures. Right. So, tell us more about this gift. The hippos, guys.
They don't treat us very well. They came in here and started making new laws, and they kicked out Oswald. He was doing many good things for the people of Section 3 and also the constructs and the Kruthik. But they took over his barn and turned it into a seedy nightclub, and now they just... anyone steps out of line, they'll blow their heads off or beat them into an inch of their life.
Why do the Githyanki tolerate that?
I think the Githyanki have they just got fed up of watching over Section 3, so they handed it over to the GIF. One less thing for them to worry about. And it makes the GIF happy. I don't think they're in every section though. But the GIF, the Yankee, they get bored very easy. Look, and he just shows you like these half-finished statues and half-finished buildings and whatnot. They're lucky to even finish a project once they get started on it. I'm sure they were quite sick of enforcing laws here in Section 3 to them we're nothing but a slum.
And as it says that, I'm gonna say, hey, that's just gives me the most brilliant idea ever. If we want to gain of freedom, all we have to do is bore or master the Githyanki that owns us. And we should probably need to wait like nearly 100 years and then we're free. So, sounds like a plan?
I have a better plan. I'm gonna keep studying the arcane arts, and then I can just send us out back.
But this is just 100 years.
That's true, but I could probably do it in less than one.
Fine. Have your way.
So, are you looking for residence here? Until recently, all the buildings used to have a Githyanki landlord, but now the Githyanki, I think they've grown tired of the place and they've left many residences unattended. However, I'll have you know that large building over there is the auction house, and this building over here is the House of Sin. That used to be the barn that Oswald had. That's Oswald's house over there, and steer clear of Babar's house as well. Other than that, everything you see, apart from the merchant stalls, it's fair game. But if you have an owner, I presume you already have a residence.
We do.
Well, having a place to lay our heads here in Section 3 wouldn't be a bad idea.
Right.
Okay, so tell us more about this House of Sin, and who are the people that run that club?
Well, he looks around nervously. That's the ITP. A group of ghostly landlords.
You said ghostly, as in ghosts?
Yes. Some say they came out of the Nalmeka mines. It's a mine, an abandoned mine that's born into the body of Tunarath quite a while ago, and I'm not really sure when they appeared here, but they seem to have some sort of deal going on with the GIF, and they are truly just beings of lust. And all sorts of unsavory things. They sit in that house of sin and carouse and adult all day, getting high off essence of ether, and, well, it has the name House of Sin for a reason. They don't impose on us like the GIF, but still, there's a great sense of their organized crime, and I believe it is having a knock-on effect. The essence of ether is becoming a problem. People are getting addicted, and why, soon there'll be nothing but GIF running around here. If things remain as it is. Non-GIF, non-Gith. We are a dying breed.
Those people remind me of my home. It was an organization with similar ideas and plans as them.
Well, then if you oppose it, you...
I do. I oppose it with all my heart.
You should oppose them. Someone needs to stand up to them. No one has the goal to stand up to these cretins. But you all, I saw the way that you... Well, I mean, you didn't really handle that torture well, but you seem to be somewhat powerful.
Well, I mean, if he didn't have the, the invisible knuckle dusters, maybe a little better, but...
Indeed, but that just goes to show you the sort of underhanded tactics that these GIF employ. The GIF, they seem surprised by the matter, but they didn't mention the fact that they were being paid. Solda was skimming some of the profits off and handing it to the GIF. Another one of their racketeering schemes. No doubt the Tutello gang directly involved with that, and as well as the ITP. Bleeding our money from us, all of our credits and tokens. Further adding to our extinction. Is that what you want? Do you want to just die here? Fade away into history? No one will ever know what became of you. You'll just be astral dust.
Well, if we can avoid that, that would be the best thing. I mean, I don't like these two Tello guys or the ITP, I guess, even though we haven't seen them. They sound like they're no good. By the way, where do you lay your head at, H2?
Why? I just sleep here.
Oh.
How convenient. Well, we have business to attend to us, and we don't trust you. Thank you. We might look for you if we are in need of an additional party member. Or the things that we have to do for our master. I'm lying here, obviously. It's not... we don't want any stranger to know about them. Our master requires secrecy.
Oh, I understand you don't want to cross your owner. Yes, that would be unwise. The Githyanki, while they get bored easily, they are also known to have a short temper, and you never know when they'll snap and slaughter you all, so I don't want to be responsible for that. I will just go to sleep here and cry. Lays out his bedroll.
Yeah, I don't trust him. What we're about to do is basically we are trying to assassinate the leader, one of the leaders of this place. He's scared of them. Things can go wrong for us. I don't know. He might talk to save his skin and tell them of our plan.
I understand where you're coming from, but at the same time, we have very few friends here. It's, every person counts.
Yeah, let me remind you, he's a person that tricked you, or at least plotted together with the other Genasi to have you murdered by cheating in the arena.
Well, he said that he was being forced to do it. So I believe him.
Well, suit yourself, but I don't trust this guy. At least not until we finish the job.
Let us go. Speaking of the job, the sooner
after we're done with the leader, we might ask him to join us if you guys want.
After we get into that gnome's house and get the silver that we need. Sure.
Let's
right now, we've got a very unruly, or really, I don't even know the word for it, but we got our hands in some shit right now, and we got to decide who's going to do it.
All right, let's go back to the apothecary, or the person, the mage, and do we have to go back there, or do we go straight to the house?
I think it'd probably be a good idea to go back to him.
Yeah, maybe give the gnome his medicine first, and then go to the apothecary. We gotta kill some time to let him actually drink the stuff and fall asleep. Then he should be out for at least 8 hours, and then, we do the deed.
I don't want to give the gnome his medicine yet, because that's going to be our key to get in.
I think he'll let us in.
Yeah, but I don't want to get in. Because we don't know how long it's going to take.
To do what?
To deal with the gnome, or whatever the gnome's going to have us do. Deal with the ship, or whatever it is.
No, we don't. We can give him the medicine and wait to do all that, so he's not in pain. But or we could hold it for him. I don't care either way.
We need a place to rest anyway. Yeah, and the gnome's house is just as good as anywhere. Because it's gonna be a while before we want to infiltrate Babar's house.
How long do you want to wait?
Yeah, we should take a short rest before we go to the house. My question is, do we do that right now, take a short rest, go to the house, or do we have to do something else before? Now I remember I have to do something before. I'm gonna go over here and ask him.
You see Clegon, and South is there as well. And South is just watching you intently. Clegon sort of looks at you. What happened?
Oh, I forgot that I needed to. It's a simple transaction. Well, do you have any crossbow bolts to sell?
Huh?
Do you
I
have
look
close-
like I sell crossbow bolts? I spell big blades and small blades.
Do you know who sells that?
I don't know. That dragonborn scaly man over there.
Oh, look at that. Alright, thank you for the information.
South just sort of does not like break his gaze from you. He watches you the entire time as you walk off, and they sort of stop talking as you approach them, and then they continue talking as you walk away.
Okay. Something going on. They look weird, but
Alright, you guys, as you're standing around there, a Githyanki sort of comes up to you guys.
Oh boy.
it's a beauty.
Hey, you lot!
Yes.
What you looking for? Good time?
No.
No.
You want to go party? House of Sin? You want to buy token? Come on. Discount. I like you all. Discount.
No. No trading. Our master warned us about this.
Who's your master?
Ben Dellen.
Vandalin? He's the laughing stock of us all.
Yeah.
Lives in the
So
junkyard. District of discards, we call it, and he is a discard too.
Well,
What does that fancy boy hope to do with you all? He'll soon have you killed. You know why he lives there?
no. Tell us more.
Because he's not worthy of being a Githyanki. He
Why
failed
not?
his test. Was defeated in single combat by an Illithid. He disgraces our name. If it was up to me, he should have been put to the sword. But he managed to enforce Zerth law and instead was exiled. He's a joke. And
You're
you
saying
all are
that
jokes
he's
as
not-
well.
You're saying that he's not very capable as in the martial arts.
He was defeated on a raid. I went with him on that day. We infiltrated a small mind flayer colony in this realm called Faerun. Yes, the mind flayers were born underground. We went through. Oh yes, we had our day. I was nothing but a recruit then. I was in training, but each one of us set out, and each one of us slew a mind flayer. And that's when each one of us, and he draws this wicked-looking silver greatsword that's like magical, and it's imprinted with like all of these runes that sort of look like hieroglyphics. This is what it means to become a Githyanki knight.
I am visibly afraid of him, just so you guys know. I look at the group and say, give them a look like, don't mess with him. So...
Oh, don't worry. We're not having any festivals today. But a favorite pastime of mine is to see how many non-Gith we can kill. In an hour, my record is 37. Anyway, that Vandalen, he wasn't worthy. Nothing but an outcast, a disgrace to the Githyanki name. We had to drive the intellect devourer from his head before he turned. Now he can rot, worthless. And I see now all of you are worthless as well. Pfft. Lucky I don't gut you all right now.
Alright,
walks
well,
off.
bye! And just kind of wave at him as he leaves.
Okay. Let's talk. Let's try to get into the gnome's house.
You see him just go over and like start hacking through this like statue over here. Taking like anger out or something, breaking it into little pieces. one of the little duo drones like fly up to try and like fix it, and he just like kicks it away and like breaks it.
Well, that was interesting. Shall we go?
Let us.
Alright, you guys approach Oswald Manor, and again, South and Clegon are just staring at you guys. And they stop talking again as you guys approach. The stone defenders again put their shields in front of the door to block any passage.
Go around the back side to talk.
Alright, you start walking around the back, and you notice South just going for a little stroll around the back as well. And he just like leans up against this strange like unfinished statue here, and is just watching you. He smiles when you notice him. Good day.
Hey, yeah, we're working on that thing.
Don't mind me. Just always hang out in this spot.
Damn it. Maybe some other time, guys. Let's do it some other. Too dangerous.
And you look over, and you see like this female spellcaster type just sort of standing near a well. And from what you gather, this is Dispeller, one of the other members of the Tutello gang. It's like they're just sort of intently watching Oswald's house. Clegon sort of looks over at you all. Are you going to do it? We're ready. He whispers to one of you.
We're not ready.
Huh.
Alright, look at this guy. He's all beat up. He's on his last leg.
I'll limp a little harder just to kind of put on a show.
Alright then. Alright then. We'll be waiting here for you.
No. Alright.
When you're ready.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Guys, let's go to the apothecary and talk.
Let's go to the apothecary and see if we can rest there.
I mean, we could probably rest in H2's place.
Hold on. I have to buy the crossbows. The bolts. Oh.
Okay, well, let's do that then.
It's right by the apothecary.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, it's right here.
As you guys approach, you see like this gold dragonborn dealing with just about every sort of weapon that you can think of. And there is a Githzerai, cleric looking type that have been talking for some time and greets you as you approach. Welcome.
Hello, friend.
Good day to you.
Good day. I'm looking for crossbow bolts. Do you sell those?
Oh, you've mistaken me, friend. I'm just a customer like you. You'll have to speak to Riskull. He's the shop owner. Yes! What are you looking for? I have everything. Name what you want.
So who's the owner, the Yankee or the dragon? The dragon.
This is a Githzerai, different than a Githyanki. And
Githzerai.
Yeah. And yes, the owner is the gold dragonborn. Riskull, his name is. What are you looking for? I have many great deals here. You name it, I've got it.
crossbow bolts?
Of course, of course. Do you pay in credits?
I could. How much for a stack of 20?
And it's standard price. So, I think I've got the handout for weapons. Let me get that for you. Standard player's handbook price, I think it's like 1 gold piece for 20 crossbow bolts.
Oh, okay. Do you take gold pieces or do I have to pay in credits?
Oh yeah, sorry, that's for credits. Gold pieces, I can take it, but of course the exchange rate's not that great. It'll cost 2 gold pieces.
I'll give you 1 credit for a stack of 20. Actually, I'll give you 2 gold pieces for
He
a
like
stack of
holds
20.
out his wrist and it's got like one of these astral tattoos on it.
I'll give him like 2 gold pieces, man.
Alright, you give him 2 gold pieces. There you go, friend. Gives you a case of 20 crossbow bolts.
Alright. So.
Oh yeah, here's the handout of all the prices.
Perfect. So I'm gonna turn around to the Kid Sarai. Say, are you a good Yankee?
No, friend. I am similar. I am known as a Githzerai. I am no more welcomed here than you are, friend.
How so? I think I've heard of you kind before, but I'm not sure what the stories are completely true.
Forgive me, but I do not feel comfortable reciting the history of our kind in these streets.
Are you a prisoner here?
We are all prisoners, friend. Perhaps we won't always be this way. Things are changing, friend. You'll see. And like mysteriously saunters off to this crate over here. Just stands there. And then mysteriously saunters off some more away.
You see? Those are the type of allies that would. Too bad.
Alright, you go over and see Mendrick. And you can see like fresh bruises on his neck. And he's like sniffing a lot. And he looks sort of doped out of it. Welcome here. My apothecary. Potions. How
long does it take?
What? Sorry.
How long does it take? How long does it take for your poison to take effect?
I remember you. The poison, yes. Sorry, forgive me. I just garbage have a color. Yes, should be a while when he takes it soon, but then hours. Maybe just get some rest.
I think the apothecary has been self-dosing,
Me too.
getting some of his own wares.
Well,
Can I do some kind of medicine check to see what's...
Sure. Here's like another handout of like section 3. Sort of.
Either that or he got hit way harder than I thought he did. Concussion.
Here's some more handouts of section 3. Some artwork of just sort of what some areas may look like of this bustling, just endless jumble of buildings, mismatched buildings.
cool.
Although there's no running water where you guys are, apart from the fountain.
Awesome.
Also, when you guys are standing there, you see a couple of GIF, like at the front. These hippo creatures at the front of the House of Sin, and like dressed up like tuxedos and stuff.
Bouncers.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Another one looks like this.
Dude, steal
Oh
those
my
shades
God.
from that one.
Those things are awesome.
Like finely dressed. Standing at the front. It doesn't look like the House of Sin is open at the moment. Alright. Sorry, where were we? You are doing the medicine. Alright, you think that he is definitely under the influence of some sort of this essence of ether. He's basically like incoherent. All of his reflexes have slowed and his inhibitions have lessened, and he's like doped out of it basically. Oh, my sleep time now. Then dagger to the neck. Dagger to the neck. Dagger to the Majaba. Oh,
Where's the entrance to his house?
You
You told us.
Right here.
want to... If you help me, I have a special medicine. You want the special medicine? This medicine is for your sword. You will wipe it on and it makes it much better. I will give it to you if you make Baba take a long nap. Look. And he points to like one potion on the table. And it looks like there are a heap of different potions just laid out on the table. It doesn't look like there's anything really stopping you from just grabbing whatever you want.
Sure.
But he shows you this little unguent, this little oil. It's a clear gelatinous oil in a nice little jar with a wax seal of an arrow. I'll give you this. And if you wipe it on a weapon, it takes 1 minute to apply it, and then for 1 hour the weapon becomes it gains a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Jesus Christ. But it takes 1 minute to apply it.
Yeah, sort of thing you do before combat, obviously. If you know you're going to fight something.
Well, we're gonna grab it now since we're about to probably get into a big fight.
Yeah. Ren, take you a short rest.
Oh, you have to do the dagger and the neck thing first.
Okay. But sure. Go back to sleep, friend. And we will rest here
I'm
as
not
well.
sleeping. Oh no, you can't. You have to go now. You're suspicious. You can't sleep here.
We can just stop over here. Nobody really cares. If there's an empty place, I'm pretty sure we can sit down.
Yeah, you see like a small tent here that's unoccupied.
Yeah. So we can be here.
So who's got good investigation? Who can investigate the back of this guy's house?
I have +5.
That's what I have as well.
This be the front or the back?
That's the back.
Okay, good. I'd rather not deal with.
It's bigger than what it's. This map is abstracted. It's bigger than what you see on the map.
Well, let's go.
It's more
check
than
this place
10
out.
by 20 feet square, basically.
It's a tiny little house.
It's a 2-story building. It looks like the sort of house that you'd find on the material plane. And you do see at the back a set of steps leading down to a basement.
Okay.
mean, that would
So
be the way
we're
to go.
taking the rest round. Is it a long rest or a short?
Short.
Okay. Are we doing that now?
Yeah, we can identify those knuckle
You
busters.
guys can actually take a long rest.
Oh.
You
That's
have to
better.
wait here for a very long time, in fact.
Okay.
And you know that it's time because, you know, like, there's no night time here, but you do see something happen, like this event happen. And yeah, you guys are just, you don't need to eat, and time passes strangely. You don't know, like, there's no day or night, and you just sort of go to sleep when you feel tired. And you guys are, yeah, definitely, like, still recovering from that beat down that you took and being sold at the auction. And then the place sort of changes a little bit, because suddenly, like, at some stage, you just see this massive, like, cloud of blanket of darkness just completely enshroud the House of Sin, to sort of create like a blanket of darkness over it to give it that sort of nighttime feel. And you see, like, people, like, start to line up and enter the House of Sin.
So it's like an actual nightclub. Excellent.
We gotta get in here and do this because that's where he's gonna go.
Oh,
He should be asleep.
yeah, he should be asleep.
Well,
That's when you know that the Midnight Tears have worked.
And I'm changing. This is a long rest, I'm spells. Just so you guys
Sure.
know.
I don't know. I think I may switch around some spells too. Or, you know what? No. I'm gonna stay with what I got.
You're healed one level of that.
Yes. I'm -2
Exhaustion.
rather than -3.
Alrighty, are you guys going to head over there?
Can we identify those
yes.
magic items?
They are called Crystal Knuckles.
Crystal knuckles. Sounds cool.
Okay, so they require attunement, and
Okay.
they deal 1d4 points of bludgeoning damage, and they're a simple weapon. They require 2 hands to use. If only one knuckle is worn, the other one doesn't benefit from any of its special properties. They have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and as a bonus action, you can cause the knuckles to become invisible and vice versa. So you can have them permanently invisible. And in addition to that, when you take the attack action with the knuckles, you can use a bonus action to make another single melee attack using the knuckles. So not really great for a monk, but good for someone else who wishes they were a monk.
oh,
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I can pretty much do what the knuckles are. I can already do what the knuckles do, so there's no.
And they're also magic for purpose of bypassing resistance.
Oh yeah. Well, and they're +1, so that's not bad.
And that even better, yeah.
So what's your weapon? What's your monk weapon?
I'm using the vicious dagger at the moment.
I think this one does more damage, doesn't it? 1d4
yeah.
plus
I mean,
1.
I mean, it might. Yeah, I mean, it would.
It's the equivalent of a
the same-
1d6 because of the
but-
+1 is 1d6.
But with the dagger, I can use my. I have the dueling fighting style, so I get a +2 on the damage for the dagger. I won't be able to do it with the knuckles because they require both hands.
Sure.
So if somebody else is needing them, I mean, they can use them.
They're strength based, right?
Yep.
Yes.
sell them.
Well, while we're
That's
deciding,
pretty good. I think they're pretty good for a monk. But
Do you
while we're
want to show Jin that hat of wizardry?
yeah, I was gonna see if he wanted the hat of wizardry. I would show him the spell book that we have.
Ooh. Self. So I don't have to have it in my hand. I can just on my.
Yeah, you have it in your. Yeah, you wear it on your head like a hat.
I mean, it's a
I
hat.
definitely want.
That'd be
Could you have
funny,
showed
though.
me that
That'd be
before we
fun-
took the long rest?
That'd be funny though if you had to hold it, even though it was a hat. Like use it as a spell focus. Yeah, basically it frees your hand so you can use it as a arcane focus.
Oh
And,
yeah,
we
that's
have-
perfect.
We have 3 other magic items that we have not identified as of yet.
Can we,
Uh,
during the long rest, could we have identified it?
Yeah, of course.
So the magic lantern.
All right, that is a lantern of revealing. Would have been really good for revealing the invisible knuckles, actually.
Yeah.
Basically, it lasts for 6 hours on a pint of oil, and it works like a hooded lantern with 60 foot of light, and it also reveals invisible creatures and objects as long as they're in the bright light of the lantern.
It's neato. Okay, and then we have the wand.
Okay, the wand is a wand of magic missiles.
Man.
Somebody needs to use it.
It has 7 charges, and each charge it does magic missile. You can like upcast it with more charges. Like
I think,
7 charges is like an 8th level magic missile.
How does one work? Could I use it as a cleric, or anybody can use them if they're not magic caster?
Yep, this one it doesn't require attunement or anything. Anyone can use it.
At then, it'd probably be best in your possession, because I think you're the least likely to be in melee range.
That is correct, and I also don't do that much damage. So
Yeah, and
Wait.
you can like unload this thing if you want to like throw out some charges, and it's pretty good.
yeah,
Can I see that hat of wizardry again so I can information down?
And
I'll take the one.
Who's got the ring of protection?
That's me.
Okay, I'm just going to add that into your folder. And you've also got a potion of lightning resistance still.
I forgot about that.
And the paper bird.
I have that.
I'll put these into your folders.
And I'll take the magic wand as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
just
have
make sure you
one-
don't use all the charges, you know.
Yeah, there is a chance that the wand will just break if you use all the charges.
Yeah, and it's awesome. It'll be good for ranged attack, especially when you're, you know,
Okay, let's see how I
stuck
can.
with Sacred Flame.
How can I add this to my character sheet?
Just add the spell magic missile.
Okay.
Or make a macro for it that just does 1d4 plus 1 force damage, and it's an automatic hit, so it's not an attack roll. Alright, so Hat of Wizardry for Jin. And it requires attunement.
And then we have one more thing to identify, which is the key.
Okay.
What?
The magic key that we got from
Oh yeah.
is the last thing that we got from the ghost.
Alright, let me just sort out these items. No one's taking the knuckles. I don't know if Olacan wants them.
Probably gonna sell those.
Magic missile 1 goes to Mathvan. I'm just giving you guys subfolders for your magic items and attunement slots to keep track of who's got what. Paperbird is Mathvan's as well. Ring of Protection is Rin's.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also attunement. Okay. And Lantern Revealing, who's taken that?
I think that's just a group thing. Use it when we need it.
Someone's got to
I
hold
mean,
it
we've
though.
got a backup holding.
Oh, if you have it in the bag of holding, it takes you an action to get out, and then I mean, you
Well,
can put it in
it
the
might
bag of
not be a
holding
bad
if you want.
It's gonna take an action to put down your weapon and grab it anyway, probably.
Nope.
Oh,
You can.
oh,
It's an
so-
interactive object.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get one of those.
I mean,
perks
somebody
on.
can just have it on their belt.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have something yet?
Me and Ola can, I think.
All right, I'll give that to you, Colin. Let me know if you want to light it up.
Well, stairs at the back of the house. I'll definitely want to light it up. Unless it's obvious.
Yeah, you probably don't want to light it up to attract
No,
attention
probably
to
not.
yourself when you're trying to sneak into the house.
Sneak into a house. Oh, let's turn on the light.
Although it's not dark anyway. There's just this like ever-present glow from the astral plane.
Well, I'm gonna head in, guys. But before I do, I am going to give
Oh.
the three guys next to me.
Well, before that, well, and that only lasts a minute, so just
No.
know that.
Yeah, it's 1 minute.
Yeah.
What does the
Sit
key
down.
do?
Oh yeah, it's a mystery key.
Oh, okay.
You need to identify it again.
You can try any lock with it, and there's a 5% chance that it's going to open.
Oh, that's interesting.
Who wants to take that?
The thief.
Yeah, the thief. You can try that first before he picks it.
Okay. Alright, I'll give that to Olacan. And did you see those crystal knuckles, Olacan?
Yeah.
Did you want them or not?
Oh, I didn't actually look at them. I figured the monk was going to take.
They're
Well-
strength based.
Well, I mean, they're a simple weapon, so I could use them as a monk, but I have
Oh.
the dueling fighting style from the paladin as well.
No, I'm good.
And one of the special properties is that it gives a bonus action attack,
Okay.
which I already get. So
Alrighty. So, who are you casting Bless on, Colin? Keep in mind, it
I'm
only
not-
lasts for 1 minute.
That would be stupid. I didn't look at the.
The time. Alright. You guys are
Not for the
planning
time
to
being.
approach.
Quick question before we begin. How do I make repeatable for magic missile?
Sorry, it just cut out then.
How do I make the magic missile spell repeatable in the macro?
You can't. You just specify how many charges you want to use, cast it, and then you'll probably just have to manually cross off extra charges, but you can't reduce more than one at a time without a different API.
And the way Seb does magic missiles, he just multiplies whatever number you roll
Yeah.
by.
That is how Magic Missile is done. That's not just a me thing, that's how it's cast. Alrighty, so you guys are gonna move into the basement. There's from what you can tell, sort of a set of stairs leading down, like underground basically. I'm not sure exactly how deep it goes. But of course, you probably wouldn't want people to see you going down there. So, you are going to be sort of out in the open somewhat, and these Duragar guards, they're literally just across less than 30 feet away from you. So everyone make a stealth check if you're going to creep up. These Duragar are there.
Which Durg? Those two?
They're at the front door, guarding the front door. It's a group stealth check.
Oh man.
Do I have to
you
roll as
heavy
well?
armor on too, don't you?
If you want to be like anywhere near the house, then yeah. Otherwise, you're going to be staying behind.
11.
We are
9,
trying to go in,
6.
right?
Yeah, you're moving up to the basement door.
Okay. This one is a
it's a-
disadvantage.
Okay, should be a group stealth check, so everyone.
Alright, so disadvantage.
Yeah,
17, not bad.
how about 18?
Okay,
Lots of 9s.
you guys creep up to the back
Try to creep up.
of Baba's house.
Ooh.
You move up, and you get close enough to see a set of wooden stairs leading down about 10 feet, where you see a heavy-set wooden door with iron bands. And the door is down here.
Wait, what? It's leading down.
Who's the guy with the lockpick and the stuff?
Yeah. Who took the key?
That's me.
You want to try to
Ollie, I
unlock
think you're
this
up.
door?
So, is it a one-time use that key, or is it just like a repeatable?
You can try it once per door.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah,
It
if it unlocks,
doesn't get used.
yeah, I think it's only if it like unlocks something, right? I think it says it like on the.
I guess I could read it, right? Yeah, it says that.
You could try that.
That might help.
Optional.
Okay, I'll
To be
I'd
fair,
rather pick the lock.
It is a lot
I'd
quicker
rather
for
pick
me
the
to
lock
just
first.
search it than you trying to find it.
Well, no, it's attached to my character, so it's really.
That's true. Alrighty. So,
Yeah, I'll pick it.
alright, move down there, Olican, and then give me a Thieves' Tools check.
Like, right here at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
I couldn't see because of the lighting.
Ooh.
Alright, you managed to pick it, and at that same time, you guys get some company.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
You get to actually do real combat, not just a one-man combat.
oh, this is good. This is good. This is
Alright,
good.
a invisible Durga tries to like sneak up on you guys. As soon as he sees Olican pick the lock, he strikes. Let's see how good he goes stealthing in heavy armor. You just hear this come up behind you guys, and you know someone's like right behind you there, Jin.
How many? Only one?
You can only hear one. Looks like maybe just one of them came to investigate. You're up first, Rin.
Alright, I'll pull the dagger out and swipe in the general direction.
Hold up, Colin. You can't move until it's your turn.
I'm just trying to. I need to move my turn order.
Oh, yeah, if you can move it by just holding onto it and just shifting it over to the other side of the screen.
I didn't mean to move the character.
No problem. Alright,
Alright,
you're
whip
attacking
out
at
with
disadvantage, Rin.
Yep.
That is a
And-
miss. You just swoop into the air.
Oh, he's here somewhere.
We gotta be.
And again, you just do like a super kick into the air.
Oh, this is gonna go great.
Like Harang from Tekken. Oh, okay. but not actually hitting anyone.
It's alright. I have a demon in my lap. You're a demon! I plan to.
So he's the guy we're supposed to assassinate. He is like magically asleep, right? He's like
Yes.
because I don't want to wake him up.
He's being like poisoned with some sort of
Poisoned.
powerful poison.
Yeah, I mean, because Tempest Cleric, everything they do is loud.
Wow.
I mean, that's just the truth.
You try to swing all the can and 12 misses.
I will give. What's my bonus action? Math Van. Advantage. on his next
I
attack.
think you have to actually be able to see.
Yeah. Can you post the ability all again?
Yeah.
Please. Tell me what it is.
Oh, this was.
Alright, for this one, I think they only have to hear you.
It says here, seer
Yeah.
here at the bottom. Yep. Last thing. Yep.
Cool.
So you goad him a little bit, and the next attack has advantage. I actually knew that, but I just didn't know what it was called. That's why I asked you to post it.
Did I push the button? No, I didn't.
Fan.
Okay, so I cannot see him, right?
No, so you know exactly where he is, but basically you can't see him, so you can't target him with any spells that require sight, and attack rolls on him have disadvantage.
So this is a regular roll because I have advantage, so it cancels out.
Yep.
Gonna try to hit him with a crossbow. Did I even try?
We're rolling so well.
You forget to load it, and you just fire like an empty crossbow at it.
Yeah.
Alright, you just hear like a shifting of this Durgar's greaves, and he comes at you with his king's knife, Olacan, at advantage, and he thrusts forward, 21 hits, drives it into you for 8 piercing damage, and then invisibility that was covering the Durgars just fades away, and you see there, standing before you, a 4.5 foot tall, purple skinned dwarf with grey spiky hair, clad in heavy armor, carrying a shield and a stubby short sword in his hand. And he just gazes at you. And he ends his turn there. Colin.
Okay. To attempt to hit him. Actually, I can't. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon. It's my bonus action.
Alright.
I'll place it right there.
What do you think your spiritual weapon would look like? I think you can sort of take
Anchor.
an anchor. Alrighty. Spiritual anchor just... Whoops, that's the wrong one. That's Spirit Guardians.
I was about to get excited.
Alright, this massive spectral anchor just sort of like a pendulum just swings down, stabs into the Durgar for 11 force damage.
And that's a bonus action, so I can do a cantrip, correct?
Sure can.
Why is it?
Toll the dead.
It just asked me.
Do it from... Oh wait, let me take a look at that. I think you've
You have
got
to
that
set it
as
up
a,
or something.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there we go.
It's
Alright.
the D12, not a D8 for this.
Yeah, he's injured. Should be a D12.
Yeah, it's my everything's all crazy.
It's all good.
Oh,
He
well.
resists. You hear this bong. It's quite a loud bell toll, Colin, that can be
Oh shit!
held
No, it's
like
only
all
him.
around you.
Only him can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Oh well,
Okay.
maybe. Anyway, you guys aren't really attracting any more attention than attacking a guard out in the open would attract Jin. It fills the air for a moment. I mean, it's not like it ain't exactly a thunder wave, but it's audible.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
Or a
snap.
thunderous rebuke, or a shatter, or
I'm gonna stab at him with a rapier and pull out a rapier. Try to poke a hole in him.
A
you
hit
do.
for 9 piercing damage. Find a gap in between his armor. Suddenly, another Durgar just charges from around the corner. They both jump into place and place their shields down, forming a small phalanx formation. And he joins the initiative. Let me roll him in.
these guys are the same height as me, pretty much. Oh,
Rin.
I'm totally gonna steal.
All right.
This one's not
No.
invisible either. He hasn't had time to make himself invis.
Whip out with the dagger again.
A 15 gets blocked. That is a miss.
This -2 is killing me. And then I'll try to. Well, let's just try to kick him. Nope.
7 misses.
Yeah. The best.
Oh, it can.
Stack the damage. Actually, I'll green flame blade the damage.
That hits for 11 points of damage. You just drive the green flame.
No,
blade
it's
into
8.
him.
And the 3's in the other guy.
Oh, okay. 8 points of damage. And then the green fire just leaps onto the other Duragar.
High enough level for that other one, yep. And I'll give Jin.
Well, I don't need advantage because I'm gonna do some.
On the not so damaged guy.
Okay. Math van.
Okay. What are they wearing? You said heavy armor,
Yeah, they're wearing chainmail.
chainmail, and shields as well?
Yep.
Or no?
Each of them have a shield in their hand.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Bless. 1 second. Here we go. Bless, and I'm gonna give it to Ren, Olacan, and what class are you, Jin, again? Because I saw you use a.
I'm a
The
blade
raid-
singing wizard.
I'm gonna give it to Jin as well.
Okay. Alright, Bless goes on. 1d4 on attack rolls, saving throws.
And that's my turn.
Alright, this Duragar, they fight quite tactically, Olacan. One of them just bashes you with the shield while the other one attacks you with advantage due to their phalanx formation. 16 hits for 5 piercing damage. This Duragar goes in defense mode, and he takes a dodge action, going into like total cover. His shield is so big it's basically a tower shield. Colin.
Hitting them with weapons is not ideal, so Toll the Dead is really good.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
This one.
Okay. He fails. And again you hear this bong. He's hit for 8
Sorry,
necrotic
guys.
damage.
I want to hit him with the spiritual weapon. Do I have to cast that again, or
No. But you will need to roll the damage for it, or roll the attack again.
okay? Missed.
Alrighty. Yeah, 9 misses. And
Take- Put back that spell slot.
I did.
yeah.
Because
You might want to make like just a separate macro for it as well.
I will.
That won't deduct from your spell slot. Jin.
I point my pointy hat at the guy and cast magic missile on the dodgy fuck fellow.
Magic missile explodes from your hat. 3 darts, they slam into him. You hear one sort of hit him on the side and buckle his armor a little bit. Another one buckles his armor. And then another one just splits through the metal layers of his chainmail and creates shrapnel that just pierce him like right in the chest. The Duragar, his eyes ever so white, they suddenly turn red as they bleed, and he just sinks to the ground in a mess.
Dodgy fellow. Like that's gonna work on a wizard.
Rin.
I'll step over his dead body and try to hit his friend.
Alright, you have advantage. That hits.
And he hit Olacan, right?
Yeah. Oh, he swung at Olacan, he didn't hit. Oh,
I
he
thought
did
he hit-
actually.
I thought he
oh
hit
yeah,
him.
did you take that damage, Olacan? You're not seeing you damaged.
No, I didn't take any damage. I missed it. Sorry, I had a kid. I completely...
You took 5 damage.
Okay, thanks.
And because he hurt my brother, I'm gonna throw a smite on top of it.
Alrighty. Alright, and what a smite. 21 points of damage. The blade just glows, flares up, and burns away a large portion of his flesh.
Good shot.
Damn you! And then come around with a we'll go with a front kick.
Do you have bless as well? You do.
Yes.
I have bless.
A
Yeah.
17 misses.
D4.
He's
That
got a-
includes the D4.
I have it baked in. And I'll
Wait,
Okay.
how do you have bless?
move around over here.
Oh,
Normally
never mind.
-2.
It's in there.
Okay.
I'll move around right there, create a little room, and that's it.
Olacan.
I'll go here.
That hits. You quickly whip around behind the Durgar. He's slow to turn, and as he does turn, you stab him for 14 damage.
And I'll give Rin advantage. Or
Yeah.
is it one person or is it
Next attack.
the next attack in general?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Help action.
Alright, I'm gonna use the one charge of the magic missile one.
Alrighty. 3 darts. Oh, it's counting off your spell slots there as well, Matt Van.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna add it back up.
It just rips this Durgar apart. It hits him in the chest, hits him in the side, and then one of them just smacks him in the face and snaps his neck sideways. He just sinks to the ground, crashing to the ground instantly. He's killed.
Alright, let's move on. Quiet as possible.
Quick,
Wanna
let's
check
grab
their
the bodies. Well, let's grab their bodies and drag them down, out of sight.
Are they wearing?
They're both wearing chainmail. They drop their short swords to the ground. They both have a couple of quivers slung over their shoulders with a few javelins sticking out.
I'm
They
gonna
have
grab one and start dragging them down.
astral tattoos on their tops of their hands.
Put the stuff in the bag of holding.
It'll take you guys like 10 minutes or something to take their armor off,
Let's not.
but you can like grab whatever else you want. Just let me know what you're grabbing. But the first
Their
order of
weapons.
business is you drag them down here. Well, Rin does.
Alright.
Guess we open the door.
Alrighty.
It is unlocked now.
Yeah.
You open it
Let's move
up
on.
and come into a small basement. It's a 20 by 25 foot square room with just soft earth packed into the ground. 4 barrels stacked up against the wall, and they seem to hold some sort of beer, ale, oil, and wine. And standing at the bottom of the steps is one of these stone defenders. It's inanimate.
Right now.
Do you guys still have bless or did it wear off?
You got it for like maybe 20 seconds or something.
Okay.
How long does spiritual weapon last?
Lasts for a minute as well.
All
Yes.
you think 1, 2 do before Bless wears off is
Also
attack.
get,
stupid thing.
180 XP each for that encounter. As you approach, it sort of activates and like puts these shields up to like block passage, but it doesn't like actively move in to attack you.
It doesn't attack.
As you get closer to it though, Jin, it does. As soon as you come within 5 feet. Let me just move these Doroga out of the way. It just gets ready to just pummel you with one of these shields. You're up, Ren.
Upstairs. So.
Did you want to move? So I should give you access to move that spiritual weapon, Colin. Let me sort that out for you.
Ooh, Ren. Let's roll one of these cats down on top of it.
Well, the stairs are going up, so
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, stairs are leading up.
Does it look like it could like be knocked down?
Yeah, I mean it's standing. It's
It's
like
right after me.
humanoid in shape. I'll give you guys a handout of it again as well. 2 massive stone shields. I mean, it seems to be made of like stone, wood, and brass. It's got little turnkeys
man.
at the back of it.
That
You
thing.
try and, like,
How
wind
do
it
you
up.
hit that thing?
Might make a sound if you wind it up.
Get lucky.
Yeah.
Man.
Let's see if we get lucky then. I'll go for the the equivalent of its eyes. No.
Yes, 11 does miss.
Even with blast, right? Oh, it's
Normally it's
That is
minus
an
2.
11.
And then I'll go. I'll bonus action try to attack it again.
A 17. Alright, you punch it as hard as you can, Rin. And you do 0 damage to it.
Oh,
Ah,
Your hand literally
Um,
bounces off. It's immune.
casters, people that
spell
can do
user.
magic things, might
It's
need
immune?
help.
Looks like it.
No one attuned to those magic knuckles, did they?
Nope.
Alright, the stone defender. It just tries to bash you with its shield, Rin, like sort of a very sort of thrusting, like piston-like movement. Miss. Colin.
Okay. I am going to not try to hit it. It has not been hit at all, so
Alright. It has this magical sheen that sort of permeates over it. It has advantage due to magic resistance. Resist the toll.
Oh,
forget that.
maybe I should.
Then bonus, I will move that 20 feet.
Maybe I should have attuned to the knuckle dusters.
Unlucky. A 19 hits for 7 force damage.
Nice. Oh, that did almost nothing.
I know. This guy's
Ooh.
gonna be tough. In my turn.
Mathan.
Alright, gonna step over here and see what's going on. Ouch. So I'm just gonna use another magic missile charge.
Six points of force damage from the little flittering explosion of energy.
Good job. Magic missile. Ideal.
And that's my turn.
Jin.
Oh, the question is this guy immune to psychic damage? I would assume it is. Only one way to find out. I'm gonna cast Shadow Blade.
Okay, it is I think everyone has dark vision in this party, don't they?
I don't have
Oh, I
dark
should
vision.
probably actually turn the lights off because it's not lit in here.
Okay, I will have casted
Sure. Yeah, I didn't actually consider the light, but if anyone wants light sources on, you would have light on, Mathan?
Yeah, I cantrip.
Okay. So yeah, you are going to be in bright light where you are, Jin.
And
12 is a miss.
alright. That's my turn.
Olacan.
You do have a rapier, or at least an adamantium.
Yes, you guys saw that adamantine seems to work good against constructs from your past experience
That's true.
on Vendellin's ship.
Knock me out.
If only Olacan was alive. Are you there, Olacan?
Yep. What? Where can I go to hit him? Cause like he's on stairs. right?
You'd have
Going
to
up?
like climb up these railings. It's almost 10 feet, so it's a bit of a jump. You'll need to make an athletics check. It'll be 5, 10, and then the 20 to get up there.
20 total to get there from where I moved.
Yep.
You said acrobatics or athletics?
Athletics for climbing requires physical strength. 14's enough. It's just a little bit more of a jump than anything Olacan, and you scramble up there on top of the steps. You see immediately next to you, actually, well, up one square, there is like a door. Like you'll be up on the first level though there.
Bless is gone.
It's still up. You guys moved in very quickly. That hits, and you're right, the adamantine does work well. 10 points of damage, it hits it as you would a magical weapon.
And then I'll give advantage.
Okay.
And I'll push the button. Like, you know, because I've played with you for a while now, I should probably know that. Twice a week, can't get it. Pretty not smart.
One day. That's what you strive for.
So vicious weapons count as magical for overcoming resistances, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's whip out with the dagger. 18.
Nice.
That hits it.
Sweet.
You stab it for 9 piercing damage.
And I'm not gonna bother hitting it with the bonus action attack.
You just hurt your foot.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna do.
It does a 180 spin and then just thrusts this shield towards you, Olacan. And it hits.
Uh-oh.
Slams into you. Does 11 bludgeoning damage and knocks you to the ground.
Ow, mommy.
Ends his turn there. Colin.
Okay. I'm going to attack with the spiritual weapon. It's
10 is a miss. And Toll the Dead.
That's a shitty roll.
It succeeds.
It's
Crap.
wise for a construct.
It's about
Math fan.
Okay, I'm gonna step inside and shoot again with magic missile.
This is a very good magic missile. It just explodes as it hits this construct. You see the riveted stone plates just both fall off from its hands, and then it just sinks its head down. The glowing light in like its head just fades away, and it just shuts down. Bits of stone are broken off of it.
I take a look at the one and says like, oof, amazing.
I'm going to hit Olacan with a healing word.
220 XP each. Alright, the bless and the spiritual weapon fade away.
220.
Oh, yours Shadow Blade.
Well,
Sorry, I didn't mean to take that off.
Bless
Jen.
anyone.
Yeah, Meth Man bless people. Shadow Blade 10 minutes.
No, it's 1 minute, I think.
Is it? Oh.
220.
Oh yeah, it is 1 minute. Alright, that goes away. Alrighty, and you guys look around to see stairs leading up as hopefully someone helps Olacan to his feet.
Yep, I'll help him up.
Very good, brother. Alrighty, we'll wrap it up here as you guys move up to head into the first floor and try and find Babar's room and put him to sleep for good, for the betterment of the people of Section 3. Nice of you guys to decide to try and side with the gnome instead of the two Tello gang.
Ooh, we don't want to go down there.
I mean, I'm a paladin. I don't think I would want to be part of the whole gang life.
We gotta clerics. Who's
We got a lot of holy people.
Alrighty, that's where you guys are. Section 3. You can see also Jin, this map is like color coded for all the different districts of Tunarath. The party's your owner lives in the junkyard here at Vendellin's Hovel. In fact, should mark that as well, Vendellin's Hovel. You use this map to see all the different locations that you'll visit.
But she hasn't been just like a terrible person so far, other than, you know, enslaving us.
That's all.
Yeah, Vendellin has saved us a lot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Other than
She
enslaving us,
paid
he's done a lot for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty guys, thank you all very much, and no Game of Thrones spoilers.
Oh.